drink and raise your glass. Make a mess and kick some ass. Dungeon Master has no chance. It's time for fools and flagons. Raid the dungeons and slay the dragon. Sharpen your sword and prep your wagons. There'll be death and tons of magic. It's time for fools and flagons. Time for fools and flagons. It's time for fools and flagons.
One of these days I'll get that right. Hello everyone and welcome to Fools and Flagons, where I forget that we have an intro song. And
He's a monster! He's a monster!
I'm just the worst kind of person. So, hello, welcome to Fools and Flagons, a tabletop campaign made up entirely by me, where these guys do dumb things, the points don't matter, I try to make sense of everything, the rule of cool is king. And tonight we're back on the Tales of Archeron. So, okay, that's a face. That was, It's always really easy to get thumbnails from Zeke.
I am the man with the rubber face.
Zeke face. Well, it's also amusing to me because anytime that I make the thumbnail, you come to me and you're just like, when did I do that?
Drink it.
What do you say, Zeke?
Is this straight Midori?
Go on. Drink it.
Bottoms up, Buttercup.
What do you say?
Thank you.
There you go.
Looks like Zeke is going to
This is
get
just straight
Yoshi.
Midori.
I think Brick is going to have some technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Same thing. Same brain noodle.
So,
What brain?
just, well, accurate. Cutting down quite a bit on the intro announcements here. We're going to be putting those in front of the podcast and the VOD and everything, so we can just kind of get motoring along. So, if you are watching us on Twitch, thank you for watching us live. We appreciate you being here. Hope you have a good time. We do want to thank you for your follows, subscriptions, and bits. We will not be recognizing them verbally for the sake of not interrupting the story, but pretty much everyone here, except for me, will probably be looking at the chat and will be replying to you as things happen. So, all of these fine ones down yonder way will be chatting with you, and they'll give you thank yous and stuff as things go along. Finally, a big thank you to Martyr, Gelatinous Cube, and Cargo for being our tavern patron members over on our coffee page. Links can be found down below. Donations are always appreciated, never required, and every cent goes to keeping all of this happening with newer, better, greater things. Yeah. Slight other little bit of an announcement. Nim and myself are kind of quasi working on potentially maybe kind of bringing Whiskey Wednesdays back.
Woo-woo.
It's confirmed. If it doesn't happen, pitchforks and torches.
We're trying to make things work. May or may not potentially, maybe possibly be involved with VR chat. So depending on how we can get that working, Whiskey Wednesdays may return, at least for a little bit. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Join the Discord if you want to be a part of that, because it will be a world that you can just kind of go to. Anyway, anyone else have anything else that they would like to share or announce?
Did you know that there's a red-footed booby?
Mitchell.
I found that out today. Because I knew the blue-footed, but there's red-footed.
I know about the red-footed. I didn't know about the blue-footed.
What? All right.
Red boob, blue boob, big boob, saggy boob.
Boob.
Well, if that's all there is, then let's get right on into the session. So grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons.
Huzzah!
Water.
Nothing do.
Well, here I thought that Zach and I were going to be the only ones sober tonight, but Nim chickened out, and
Look.
what?
I have a lot of wine.
She's drinking for the both of us. For the three of us.
To
Are you
be
drinking?
fair,
I'm
Nim,
on the fence.
You do tend to drink for more than just yourself.
I drink for about a family of 4.
Yeah. So, let's get right on into the session. My pen's not working again. Come on, man.
Lick the tip. Just the tip. Come on.
That is unfortunate. Yep, pen's not working. Damn it.
Oh, time to get a new one.
Yeet. Oh.
No, that one's big and heavy. It's not a little plastic guy. All right.
Oh, okay.
So, picking up where we last left off, the Tempests encountered a snarky Djinni that was jealously guarding a curious metal flask that had the ability to speak, among other things. The Djinni was swiftly humbled and defeated, much to the glee of the flask that introduced itself as Mr. Bottle, the world's greatest alchemist. Their new companion in hand, literally, the Tempest ventured further into the Pakyotl region in search of the rare Ketsali, a creature rumored to grow magical crystals across its body that has the potential of having just what Brick needs to fix his faulty core. Treacherous paths lay ahead of the party, but so far nothing that they can't handle. And we rejoin the Tempest now as they round a corner to see a kaleidoscope of colors spilling across the rocky walls and a set of colorful crystals ahead of them moving ever so slowly around the corner by some as yet unknown force. So, what would you all like to do?
That was a very soliloquial, like literate.
Weirdly, not a lot happened last session.
I don't remember the first half.
That's what I said about treacherous paths.
Oh.
Yeah, big monkey.
Yeah.
So before us is a kaleidoscope of critters.
Colors.
Colors.
And
You're
possibly one
walking
critter.
through one of the narrow kind of canyon valleys of the Pakyotl spires, and ahead of you see a lot of daylight, and there's some crystals moving very slowly around the corner, and the sunlight hitting them is bouncing and just making a kaleidoscope of colors all over the walls from where the light is refracting through the crystals.
Do I see movement?
What part of the crystals are slowly moving did you not understand the first time?
Well,
So you're like, well, oh.
Child.
where did that strange child come from?
What are you guys doing? Come on.
I mean,
Who's got to speak
touch
with
a crystal.
animals?
Do we even know if it's an actual animal?
There's only way to find out.
I sneeze and speak with animals.
Okay.
Brick told me to.
You're up, Butterscotch.
I mean,
Zon's gonna shove him forward.
and Mariko, help.
What?
Can't you also
Nope.
speak with critters? Okay, all right. I'm
Nope, so
doing this
you
alone.
got this.
If
You're the
I
one who
fuck
wants to
up-
talk all the time.
Look, I'm just rewarning y'all. I fuck it up. It's y'all's fault.
So you are the leader, so this is your responsibility.
No, he
That
is
is
not.
right. I am the leader.
Is there a cliff close to Brick?
No, you're in a small valley. God, do you guys fucking listen? You're in a
No.
small
there's
canyon,
not.
crystal slowly moving ahead of you. Whatever's on it is right out of sight. Kaleidoscope of colors.
I know there's not.
How
Go
far
to the
away
colors.
is it?
Thank you. A reasonable fucking question from Kasumi. The only one
have a
that's
question.
drinking.
I asked one first.
You had your chance. It's about 50,
No.
60 feet away. There's a small bend in the canyon, and you see sort of it's not like a straight vertical surface. The rock kind of creeps up and around, and you just see barely the crystals are moving slowly further out of view.
Okay, I'm going stealth.
Stealth check.
Ooh, good idea.
Zon's gonna lean back as Pez is going forward towards Mariko. Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
I'm a stealth.
I'm gonna try to stealth.
Anyone that's stealthing, stealth checks.
I don't have disadvantage, but we'll see if that saves me or not.
I forgot
Everybody's
I had-
stealthing. Zon's just standing in the center. Oh.
I'm okay with this. Good job, Lego Dice, for blowing my eardrums out.
Did you do
I forgot we have
survival
the
or
blessing.
stealth?
Yay!
Yeah, make sure
Oh,
you guys
shit,
add
you're
plus
right.
2. You have that for
Okay.
6 days, or is this now 5?
We have 5 days left.
Okay.
Plus 2.
I got my tracker here.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, +2. So mine is a 16.
16. Okay.
Yep.
18.
18.
Summer works great when I do it.
24.
I was gonna say I was pretty sure it's impossible for Kasumi to fail this.
Pretty
Yes.
much. That's actually the lowest I can
21.
roll right now.
21. Zon?
Oh, I'm not stealthing. Fuck that shit.
Just checking.
Everybody's like, oh, the
So-
sun's sitting in the center.
The rest of us,
So
doo-doo,
you're not
doo-doo.
moving with them. You're just standing there. Okay, just checking.
Menacingly.
Menacingly.
All right. So you all continue to creep forward. Kasumi, you were taking the lead. Are you still in the lead, or are you letting Pez shuffle past you after he casts?
She's gonna kind of shuffle a little behind Pez. But if he starts being too loud, then she's gonna dip back.
Okay.
Me with a 21, I ain't that loud. Ooh,
I
bud.
know. For now.
Okay. So you continue to creep forward, and you get around the side of the little rock outcropping that was previously blocking your view. The sunlight is quite bright at this point, and it's not. Yeah, for Pez, you're very glad that you have your Dune cowl on, because it would very much hurt your eyes, as a very piercing red beam of light crosses across your vision as sunlight shoots through the crystals on the back of this creature, and you all see what looks like a orangey amber colored conical shell on the back of some creature that you can't quite see because you're seeing it from behind, but there seems to be almost a slug-like tail coming out of the back of it.
I'm just gonna whisper to whoever's closest to me. I thought this was supposed to be a crab.
I don't remember it being a crab.
All I remember is it being a land-dwelling critter with crystals.
Okay, I guess I just made that part up for me.
Then again, the most evolved form of life will eventually become a crab.
There was one step and it is crab.
Crustacean dominance.
Anyway, is this critter mumbling stuff to itself? Because I can hear words from animals.
You do hear a dog barking in the backyard.
What's it saying?
Bork, bork.
There's a dog over there.
I gotta pee!
No, so as you all creep around the corner, you see this creature, except for Zon, who's back there munching on some berries or something. Mariko, you didn't cast Speak with Animals, right? It was just Pez?
For now, it's just Pez.
Okay, just making sure. You are hearing very monosyllabic talks with itself. Just food. Hungry. Hungry. Food. It's
You want
just
some food?
Slowly moving further away from you. As you speak up, the creature stops, and the head slowly turns and looks around behind. And where one would expect there to be a snail sort of face with the eye stalks, the eyes are actually on the head itself. It does still have the stalks, and they seem to flip forward and kind of wiggle towards you lot, and there are two long fangs that stick out from in front of what looks to be a wide mouth at the moment. And as it spots all of you there, with Pez basically ruining your stealth rolls, the antennae sort of start to wiggle forward towards you all, and it begins to slowly... This is a large creature, by the way. It's about 11 to 12 feet tall. and it is
Damn.
slowly moving closer and closer to all of you. It is not a swift critter.
Get
Pretty, though.
him!
Oh, damn.
I love him. I want one. Can we adopt him?
Its body is very kind of like aqua green. Looks like it has lumps almost on its flesh, and there are crystals growing out of the skin itself, but most of them, a majority of them, are growing from the shell that it carries on its back. It is looking towards you, and Pez, you hear just food.
So
Hungry.
why is it getting closer?
I mean, we have food, and it's also our target.
Will we have food, or are we the food?
What do you eat, big fella?
Food.
Cool.
Hungry.
He eats food. He's hungry.
I will take out a ration and throw it in front of it.
What kind of ration?
Just like,
Like an MRE?
Like a jerky ration.
Hold, please. Opens it, pours in water, shakes it, heats it up. Opens
Give me
it,
30
steamy.
seconds.
it's like opens it up. Oh look, this one's mac and cheese.
Chili Mac's the best. Everyone knows that.
Also, why would you have rations?
I thought of that just now too. I was like, oh wait, Brick wouldn't have rations. I'm just so used to as an adventurer just having random rations.
You're throwing rations, and Pez just like,
Was it not in a bolt?
fuck, that was mine.
Yeah, I'll just take one out of Pez's pack.
I do have
Pez, what do you got in
rations.
here?
Oh, I have a lot. You touched my
I'm
glove,
assuming
I
the
would
first
eat
thing I
your
find
head.
is pocket bacon.
Good thing you didn't touch my sovereign glue.
Yeah, no. I will see if he has any leftover pocket bacon and throw it in front of it.
So you find some bits of
And it
meat and
has
throw it in
teethies.
front of the creature. The stalks seem to dip down towards the movement, and then they come back up, and they seem to be pointing towards. One will go to like Kasumi, and then it will drift to Moriko, and then to Brick, then to Pez, back to Brick again. Make a perception check for me, all of you.
Perception.
Me as well, or
No,
Don't forget
you
the
didn't join them.
+2.
no, I'm watching.
They went around the corner.
25.
Oh,
Oh god.
25,
Yes.
23.
23. Kasumi.
10.
10. Pez.
17.
Okay. Everyone but Kasumi and Zahn, because Zahn is still around the corner. It seems like the stalks are pointing towards Brick more often than the rest of you. Barely.
Do you not like meat? Do you like rocks? Or metal?
The same two words are replied: food and hungry, in varying alternations of each. Sometimes it'll say food 3 or 4 times, and then hungry. It seems to
Are we
be
sure?
very, very simple-minded.
Are we sure it's not gonna eat us? It doesn't seem to be interested in the bacon.
It is getting closer. I need to know what you guys are doing.
I am taking out. Oh, I hope I'm not correct in this. I am taking out my Aslan created watch, crafted watch. It has the gold inlay and stuff, and I assume it's made out of very nice metal. And I am going to put that gently on the ground in front of it, and hope I'm not correct.
I'm backing away.
Okay. You put it on the ground, and you all begin to back up. The stalks wiggle down towards it, and they come back up towards you, and it keeps slithering closer.
Okay, I wasn't correct. I'm going to use
What?
Mage Hand to reach out and grab it.
As you cast Mage Hand, the hand goes forward, gets maybe 5 feet away from the Ketsali, and the hand vanishes.
Oh, fuck.
Hmm,
That tastes good. Pez, ask him if that taste is good.
that tastes good.
Food. Hungry.
It's an idiot. I don't know.
Wait, what happened to the hand?
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand again and see if it happens again.
So-
Kazumi, do you
It
have anything
disappears.
that's first level spell that's not gonna, possibly hurt it in case I'm wrong?
I can cast Pretty Lights.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, like on it?
Yeah.
Okay. She's just
Sorry,
like,
yeah.
dancing lights. She's just
Okay.
like, here you go.
You cast a spell. Some of them you try to cast it right on top, a few maybe just outside of it. The ones that you try to cast near it never seem to manifest. The magic leaves your body as if you cast a spell, so if you use a spell slot, is Dancing Lights first level or is that
I
a
don't think
It's
cantrip?
a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
Cantrip.
The lights never appear. One or
Can
two
I-
that appear just a ways away from it as it gets closer disappears.
So, I have Speak with Animals up and running. Can I get up close to it? 29 feet away from it.
You get a little bit closer. As you get closer than the rest of your companions, the two eye stalks move towards you and seem to be going up, down, all around, and it slowly starts moving towards you.
Am I still able to understand it? With
You're
it
still
being
hearing the
29
words
feet?
food and hungry.
Okay, I'm going to back away. And I'm going to tell everyone else it's not dispelling the magic. At least, not within 30 feet.
As you back away, you're getting further and further away from it. The light once again comes through, hitting the crystals. They begin to flare brightly. And all around you, you see more of these large creatures. On the walls, behind you, they are all inching closer. So I need everyone to roll initiative on this. We don't have a map. This is going to be theater of the mind.
Oh my goodness! This went so poorly.
What's
Well,
happening?
I mean, either way, we had to kill it to get the rocks from it.
I was gonna be nice and see if we could find a way, to not kill it, but
Same. At first.
yeah, but if it's gonna try eating my magic, which I live, all bets are off the table.
25 to 20.
21.
20.
What's on?
23.
23. Should have known.
16.
I got
Yeah.
a 21 as well.
Pretty sure your dex is higher.
Gonna
I have
guess that your dex is higher, so we're gonna go with Kasumi.
Okay.
Unless you want to do rolls.
Plus 4. What is your dex?
Well, my initiative is +4. My dexterity is a +4 as well for that, so an 18.
So my dexterity is a +4 and my initiative is a +9.
Oh,
Yeah, but you might have other effects going. She might not.
yeah, I rolled a 17.
That is wild that you have a +9.
I rolled a 12.
20 to 15.
Is the blessing doesn't count for initiative, right?
It's not an ability. Okay.
Okay. So 16 for me.
Okay. Mariko?
14.
14? That's not
Just
bad.
saw the face.
It's better than the creature.
Yeah,
Just
'cause
gonna
it's
say that
slow.
right now.
Creature or creatures?
Yes.
I mean, we don't know if it's an illusion. I was going to see.
So, where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Okay, so, top of the round, Zon. What would you like to do?
Zon's gonna get bored, and how far away am I from this bend?
Well, you would have seen your companion start to back around the corner again, and you start to see the crystals coming into view, and then kind of out of nowhere there was a flash of light, and you just see a bunch of really big fucking crystal-covered snails all over. There's about 6 that you can see.
Well, what I want to just walk closer to them just to see, because nobody's shouting, so it doesn't seem that there's anything crazy going on. And can I look as close and hard at these other snails to see why I didn't notice them before?
If you want to use your action to make a perception check.
Sure.
Okay.
Perception is +9, a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You're not entirely sure without getting super close to them. They could have been camouflaged. They might be illusory. It's kind of hard to tell.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep walking towards people. Just
You very quickly get up to their backs. They're backing towards you. Is there
Ah,
anything
so what's
you're
going
saying? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. Kasumi, you're up. What would you like to do? Pez, you're on deck.
Okay, she panics for a second and she's like, I don't want these things getting closer to me. So she looks at an empty space that's kind of in the middle of a few of them, and she's gonna cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
And she's gonna try to create an image of a cat just sitting there.
Okay.
She's like, over there.
So you cast a spell, and you see all of them, their little wigglers, look towards the cat, and it looks like they're very interested in whatever that is.
Okay, he's gonna stay right there.
Okay, anything else?
So it's a 30-foot range on the spell, so she's gonna try to get as far away from it
Okay.
as she can while still being in range. She's gonna
Alright.
cast the picture of the cat and just back away slowly.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Pez, is there anything that you're doing? It's your turn.
So
Brick, you're on
I
deck.
was I still within 29 feet of it before like initiative started?
I would say as you backed up, you were able to get further away from it before we started this initiative round.
Okay. I'm assuming putting on the anti-disguise goggles would be an action.
Since you tend to have them on you at all times, I would say a bonus action.
Okay. I'll bonus action put them on.
Okay.
And is there anything weird going on?
Let me check the specifics of that, because wording is key.
I can see through physical or magical disguises being worn by a critter. The critters use an illusion spell to mask their appearance or has magically changed their form. You will be able to detect visual clues.
Okay. Then yes. As you put the goggles on, you see that the 5 other Ketsali are semi-transparent. But the one that has been talking to you seems very, very solid.
So, that was a bonus action, right? All that?
That you putting the goggles on and being able to visibly see.
Okay. Is it an action to tell everyone what I just witnessed?
I would say that's a free action so long as you can get it done in 6 seconds. And go.
They're all fake. This one's real. They're illusions.
Yep. Well done.
Damn it. All right.
Some people fumble under the
so,
pressure. I was kind of curious if you'd be able to nail it. Good
Look,
job.
I'm sober, so.
Fair.
as my action, so looking at the critter, the crystals on its body, I would assume, are fairly easy to extract.
You have no
Although
idea.
it could be grafted onto its skeleton, and I don't know if the skin is poisonous or not. Ooh,
What are you doing, buddy?
there goes my. I was going to try to be a rodeo kobold, but I can't do that. I'm going to hold an action with. Can I hold a spell?
Yeah. If the spell is not triggered, you still use the spell slot though.
Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna hold Shatter, second level. If it
Okay.
does any attacks or like anything malicious.
Any attacks? Got it. Okay. Brick. It is your turn, Mariko. You're on deck.
Would you say a potion of healing counts as a magical item?
Magically delicious.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take out my one potion of regular healing, and I'm going to kind of roll that on the ground towards it and see if it reacts towards it.
Okay. Roll a d20, add your dexterity. Because you're rolling a glass vial on ground that is not exactly even. 10. A very good thought. Everyone else is kind of backing up, making some space. Brick, you go, ha! Well, that's 75
How far off the ground
gold.
did I put it?
Well, it's not how high. This is all rocky terrain. You roll the vial and it hit a rock.
Okay. Does it react at all to the fluid leaking out?
DM's like, I didn't think of that.
No.
No. Okay.
The stalks, of course, anything that seems to have been moved that you've thrown at it or done anything, the stalks seem to look towards it, but it always seems to go back towards you, or at the current point in time, seems to be looking at that cat that just appeared.
Okay. Delete that out of my inventory.
So I would
If
say that
anyone
that is
has
your
a-
action. You do still have movement and a bonus.
I'm gonna keep backing up with everyone else, but for my bonus or free action, whichever. Actually, do I have a bonus action that would help? I don't think so. For my bonus or free action, I'm just gonna say if anyone has a magical item they don't mind risking losing, could you throw it down in front of it to see if that's what it's looking for?
Okay. Mariko, you've heard Brick's request. Zon, you're on deck, by the way. What would you like
I
to
heard
do?
his request, but I'm gonna try something else.
I've heard his
in my little-
request, but fuck you.
By all means.
I am for my action. I'm going to dig into my little pouch of my miscellaneous little goodies that I have amassed throughout my travels. Gonna pull out some of my miscellaneous shiny rocks, which either just shiny or gemstones that I found in Itigo.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll them towards the snail.
Okay. You roll them on the ground. They scatter across in front of it. The stalks kind of go down and look at it, and it seems to really look at them for a second, but then it comes back up again.
Heck, I thought I thought of something
No,
good there.
I think it's definitely looking for food, but I think I know what its food source is.
Meanwhile, my cat's just chilling over there.
Yeah.
No,
Well, it hasn't
I'm
had
in
a turn yet.
danger.
Give me a minute.
Right.
Use for damage.
So I would say that is your action. You have movement and a bonus.
I'm just gonna keep moving with everybody else.
Okay. Back it up.
And
All
she's
right.
just gonna like quietly lament as she gave up some of her shinies and it didn't work.
Okay. So it is the creature's turn. Finally. It does seem to be moving a little bit faster. It seems more intent with its movement, where it had been kind of curious and interested, but as you are starting to cast spells and do things, it seems excited. And Pez, with your speak with animals, you hear where before it was kind of curious and pensive, it seems excited. Food, hungry, food. It does start to move towards the cat.
Okay.
However, once it gets within a certain distance of the cat, it vanishes, and you lose the concentration on the spell. And it immediately turns back, looking towards all of you. It seems to again look towards the trinkets on the ground, the watch, the precious stones. But then it turns its head slowly up towards you, its feelers looking at all of you, and seems way more interested in that than what you had placed on the ground previously. And it is going to start moving towards you with gusto.
But not malicious intent, right?
But it is not able to get... with the way that it's saying food and it's looking towards you, more a innocent primal hunger than that bitch threw rocks at me, he threw a watch, I'm gonna fuck him up now. It just seems like hungry. Eat. I mean, honestly, he throws a watch, Zeke.
It seemed to focus on me a lot. I thought it liked shiny metals or something. What the fuck do you want from me? I'm figuring it out.
Who throws a shoe? All right, so that brings us back to the top of the round. Zahn.
So have I caught up to everybody?
Oh, very easily. You've seen Brick throw his watch out, try to get it back. Kasumi's lights failed. The cat that was there vanishes. Everyone's backing up, throwing shit at it. Not like throwing it, but just being like, stay away, kind of throwing.
Is this what you want?
But you did see, especially with your higher passive perception, the illusory cat that Kasumi had cast. Once it got within a certain distance of the Ketsali, it seemed to just vanish.
It's problematic. So we are throwing things at it?
I mean, did he hear my, hey, cast a spell or throw a magic item at it?
Well, you weren't being quiet, so he would have heard that.
Yeah. Okay.
Whether he decides to listen.
Zahn's gonna pull out his cursed luckstone. Bet it's magic. I'm gonna throw it at the creature's face.
Cursed luckstone?
What?
Yeah, I got it from the event thing that we did.
Oh yeah, what did
I'm
that
not attuned to it, but yeah, it's a magical item.
What did that do?
Not good enough for me to fucking use it, I'll tell you that for sure.
Oh, it's also cursed.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. You said you throw the stone at its face?
Not trying to hurt it, but yeah.
Well, but I mean, in that area versus where Mariko threw it on the ground like breadcrumbs, you're just like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You throw the stone. It sails through the air. The stalks seem to lock onto it, and it chomps down on it. It seems to crunch a little bit, and those stalks look back towards all of you, and it's moving closer again.
Dang it!
Okay. Kill? No kill? Yes? No? I don't care. Yeah, so I need to remove that from my inventory.
Depends on how much depends on how many magic items we're willing to lose.
Well, with that being said, Kasumi, it is your turn.
She's
Pez, you're on deck.
Gonna panic because now it's coming closer, so she's gonna put another cat in front of it.
PETA would love you.
It's fine. She's just gonna put another cat in front of it and just slowly back away again.
Okay. Is that all you're doing?
That's my turn.
Okay.
That's the first level spell.
Pez, you're up. Brick, you're on deck.
It liked the cat, Brick.
All right.
I'm trying to see if higher levels.
You do that.
I can't do it reliably. If I just
Hey, Brick, shut up. It's Pez's turn. You'll have your
Sorry.
chance.
So shatter, the spell slot's already gone and blown up.
Unfortunately, because your triggering effect of it attacking you as you're all very swiftly backing away from it, it didn't have the chance. So, yes, unfortunately, that spell slot is consumed.
I am,
Okay.
just for a heads up, DM, I am not backing up. I'm standing still.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to kill it, but at the same time, it's crawling at us like an old man with malicious intent.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it. Seeing that it's eaten a magical item, I'm not going to pull out the multi-tool. I'm going to pull out my original shotgun,
Okay.
which doesn't have magical bullets or nothing.
Okay.
Fair warning, I'm running very low on ammo for this. So
That is a crying shame, isn't it?
it is, because nobody here knows how to make ammo or sell ammo. So I'm going to shoot it.
If only
Okay.
we had an
Roll an
artificer.
attack.
26.
26 hits.
Cool. Who would have thunk?
Roll your damage.
14. Piercing.
Okay. Okay. Pez, done with the snail's bullshit. Pow! The shot echoing around the small canyon. Mariko, you've never experienced this before. Whatever that little lizard fucker had and pulled the trigger on was loud. Like, you
Not
hear...
happy.
Well,
Not
sorry,
happy.
in that close confinement, Brick. Yeah, sorry, I forgot that you had used the judge already. The bullets seem to hit into its flesh and ping off of the shell on its back. It rears back, and all of you hear a sort of sound as its mouth opens and kind of chomps down, and it seems to be really, really moving now.
It's like the guy in Monsters University.
I love that
Turbo.
guy. Movement bonus, Pez? You
You
definitely seem to hurt it. There's like little bits of like pale bluish green ichor coming out of the bullet holes you gave it.
It's a lever action, so I still have 3 more rounds in it. So
Okay.
bonus action, I'm gonna stand my ground and just.
All right. That brings us to Brick. Mariko, you're on deck. Get it.
I have more options. This is 2 paths. We have more options before trying to kill it. Let's hope this works. And I'm gonna try to cast Chromatic Orb at its face and see if it chomps it.
Okay. What level was Chromatic Orb? First level?
First.
I was gonna
No.
laugh if it just takes it to the face. Pull pretty lights.
Okay. Your spell does go off. You
New.
right? You move your fingers, throw the spell. What damage were you using?
Nuclear.
Let's give him some spicy food. Let's make it fire damage.
Fire. You throw the spell towards it. You see the small ball of flaming energy. Kasumi, you're very familiar with this spell. It gets to be about 5 feet away from the Ketsali, and it just vanishes.
Well, shit.
I just saw Sonic.
I jump inside.
Want to kill it. Let me kill it. You want it to die. It's not fair.
Can we all-
It's be my turn.
Can we all just remember it's supposedly bad luck if you kill this thing?
I don't
The
live
only
here.
thing-
Don't care.
Okay, Zach, the only thing that would make this better is if you had a pair of bunny ears.
He does. They're
I'll be right back.
Brick, is there anything else you want to do for your turn?
I was really hoping to save this.
Because that was your action.
As a bonus action, can I toss the arrow of celebration towards it?
Let me...
It is a rare grade magic item that I do not think we would have any use for, but I thought it would be funny to prank someone with later. But
What about the rod of immovable rod?
you know what? Shut your face.
The movable
Shut
rod.
your
There you go.
face. We do not talk about that. We do not speak of that.
So, I'm going to say that you would have gotten the arrow out, but you've already used your action to throw the spell. So
Fair
I'm not. You're in the process of getting it, we'll say.
Okay.
There it is. Zon, can you go just a little bit higher?
For the thumbnail.
Wanted to die.
You know, we've had it too good for too long. Let's just kill this dang thing and take the curse.
Moriko, it is your turn. Zon, you're on
backing
deck.
up.
Good.
I'm gonna move a smidgen away from everybody else, and I'm gonna try to use wild shape to assume the Ketsali's form.
Ooh, that's clever.
We don't need two
Look at
things
that.
to feed our magic items to.
Let me check real quick because it's probably a limitation with the creature rating. Let me double check here.
Is the challenge rating like
Make it
50?
really small.
Were you saying you wanted to do wild shape, or what were you using again, Moriko?
Wild shape.
Wild shape.
Wait, by level 10, she's doing, especially as a moon druid, she's doing what, 5s?
So.
Oh, God.
And if we're going by height, I should be like, whoop.
I need to get a cowboy hat that'll fit over my headphones.
Bitch, you call me short.
Yes.
Yes.
So it looks like you can do a challenge rating of 1, which this creature.
It is not.
Yeah, it is not a challenge rating of 1.
Contrary to 1?
Okay, so
Is it
that wouldn't
neutral?
work.
Well, even without being a moon druid, I don't know that she would be able to turn into this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, then I would like to use polymorph.
And you're gonna polymorph yourself into that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
I can kill 2 of them.
She doing it
Didn't
right
think
away,
about that, did you?
I had not thought of that. Give me one quick second just to check on something.
Get fucked, DM! Get fucked!
I think that has to be challenge rating equal to her level for polymorph.
Uniform can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's. Or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating. Yeah.
He said, I want to be a snail.
Do it, do it, do it.
Okay.
Wait.
So
Snail.
those of you that are kind of behind, you hear Moriko chanting in this ancient language, and you hear a rush of arcane swirling from behind, and if you glance behind, there's a big pink one behind you
Dear
now.
God!
Okay. But we did
Moriko.
see her,
No, I didn't.
right? We did see her
were-
transform into it.
You heard something behind you, but you were focused on the one in front of you. At least you, Kasumi.
Okay.
Moriko,
I
I
also-
need you to make... Sorry, what, Pez?
I also did yell out to everyone, like, this one's real, everything else is fake. So,
Moriko, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Well, so roll a d20 for me.
are you going to be a smart snail or a snail
Because
snail?
I'm using the...
Just straight D20.
Because I'm using the stat block of the creature you just polymorphed yourself into.
Okay. Just a straight. No.
Just a d20.
14.
14. Okay. So that is unfortunately a failure.
Shit.
As you transform into this creature, because polymorph isn't wild shape, you don't keep your stats. You are literally turning into this creature. This was to see if you could keep your mental fortitude, and unfortunately, that's not high enough. So as you turn into this creature, you begin to feel your feelers looking around, and you're looking at Pez and his gun, Kasumi. Her armor and her bow look really tasty. But that big metal dude, he looks really tasty.
He's a snack.
But
Don't look at me, I'm hideous.
I believe that
My
Brick
eyes
would
are up here.
I believe that Brick would be the furthest. No, Kasumi would be the furthest back. So with you kind of losing some of your faculties, you are very, very driven to munch down on the armor and the bow that is on Kasumi's back.
Okay.
So your action has been spent, but your movement is still there. You can move 10 feet. So enjoy that.
Well, this means that everyone else can get away from me, because I don't think, like, other than moving towards
Well,
Knack.
actually,
Actually.
okay, I'll put that on hold for the moment.
Okay.
So that would be your turn.
Mm-hmm.
It is the actual Ketsali's turn. Zon, it is going to move right on up to you since you had not backed away.
I was 10 feet closer. I was close to 10 feet to it.
It's a very small canyon. Well, okay,
that's fine.
sorry. It's getting really close. It's just about there.
Okay.
But yeah, good point, because I've kind of forgot that they're all like, oh, we're sitting 30 feet away. Okay, so it is getting very, very much closer, but that's all it can do because 10 feet of movement.
Guys, I'm in danger.
That brings us back to the top of the round. Zon, it's your turn. Kasumi, you're on deck.
Oh. Yeah, fuck it. It's hard to reach my mouse. I'm going to walk. No, you know what? Fuck it. So I'm probably about 20 feet away from it.
10 to 15.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna wrap it up on top of its shell.
Okay. So you jump up, land on the shell. It's a little precarious with the footing, but there's plenty of crystals that you're able to kind of grab onto. So with that being said, I'm not going to make you roll any acrobatics or anything for now. Actually, let me see.
Actually.
Actually.
So many actuallys.
Yes. Okay. You got one of those
Everyone in here.
amulets for the temperature regulation, right, Zon?
Yes.
The areas, you start to get really hot all of a sudden.
Well, that's so hot. It's not me. I'm usually this sexy.
It's almost as if the heavy furs that you've been wearing for a while now are beginning to properly warm you up.
I don't like this. Okay, at a quick glance, can I see if the crystals are growing out of the shell or on the shell?
Make a perception check.
Okay. I can't see it. That would be a 16 plus 9.
They seem to be growing from within the shell itself.
All up.
What?
Democracy has failed.
Oh.
I'm gonna rip one off.
Make an attack.
I still can't see it. Oh wow. It's natural 20.
Okay.
Colleague Ma.
Okay, I gotta get off the floor.
which-
My ass is fucking numb.
What weapon were you using?
Frostbite.
Okay. I need you to only roll your 1d8 plus 3.
D10.
Oh,
Versatile. Using it to. Unless I'm using one hand to grab it off at the same time.
if you're wanting to use 2 hands, I'm going to have you do it at disadvantage because you are standing on a bunch of crystals. But if you're rolling it with one hand as you're holding on with the other one to chop.
So, I just need to roll. Well, it does what? 8, 9, 10, 11. So it does 11 off the bat, and then plus 6.
No, it's just the
Doesn't?
1d8 plus 3. As you
Alright,
go
roll
to
it.
swing your sword, the magical properties that you are used to it being imbued with are no longer functioning.
So the natural 20 doesn't exist?
The natural 20, sorry. You are hitting it critically, so it would be 8 plus the 1d8 plus 3.
Yeah. So it's the same. So 11.
Sorry,
so
you were
it's 8,
saying
9, 10,
plus
11.
6 something. I was making sure you weren't rolling more dice.
No, I was shooting the 1d8 plus 3 plus 6. So it was 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 points of...
Okay, sorry. Just making sure.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
I'm smarter than your average bug.
Debatable, I know.
Okay, so that was your attack and your movement. Anything else?
It was my attack and my jump. I didn't move, actually.
Well, your rabbit hop requires you to move to jump.
Oh, yeah. Did the crystal come off?
You hit it pretty hard, and you got a little ping coming off of it, but
Didn't look like it cracked or anything.
maybe a small chip. It seems to be made of some really sturdy stuff.
I'm gonna jump off its back. Go behind it.
Okay. Also... Okay, I need you to mark down a -1 penalty to your damage roll after striking it with your axe.
Sword.
Sword, whatever it is. The weapon.
So the sword just has a -1 damage to it.
Mm-hmm. As you jump off, you hear a soft sizzling, and you look, and the blade of the axe that had been magical and sword. Sorry, because you were holding your axe thing, I'm getting confused. It seems to be pitting slightly. So that brings us to Kasumi. Pez, you're on deck.
Okay, she's gonna turn around and look for a second and see a pink one now actively coming towards her, and she's gonna panic a little. She's gonna look around. Are there any, like, ledges or any areas that are higher up within 30 feet?
You could definitely climb. These aren't smooth walls. There are plenty of places where you can get good handholds, but there would need to be an acrobatics check.
Is there, like, a platform? Because she's looking to do Misty Step.
No platforms per se. You
Okay.
could maybe get a foothold, but it'd be treacherous.
Is there... How close is the other snail from her?
You were backed right on up to where Moriko was, so it's basically right behind you. The other snail is about 20-ish feet away.
Okay. So, can she see slightly behind the other snail so she can Misty Step behind it?
You can certainly try.
Okay, she's gonna try because she's caught between 2 of those mofos and she doesn't want to be there. So,
Snail's in a hard place.
she is gonna just panic and look at the original one and try to find an empty spot behind it and Misty Step.
As you focus on the spell that you are so familiar with using, you go to cast it and you feel the magic just escape. So I'm going to need you to mark off that spell slot, but you do not Misty Step.
Well, that's fun. Okay, she's gonna try to climb.
Make an acrobatics check for me.
Okay. She's like, nope, don't like this. Don't like this at all. Okay. All right, so that would be a 28.
28. Very, very easy. The pink one that was behind you that's slowly moving forward, its mouth kind of like an angry grandma. You try to misty step away and doesn't quite grab hold, and you feel that energy escape you, and you go, nope! And you scarper right on up the rock wall. You're able to get a decent height because you're fucking quick. You're Kasumi, for God's sakes. But you do get up out of the way. Is there anything else you want to do? Bonus action or anything?
Am I still vertically hanging onto the wall, or did I find a plateau to get onto?
It's kind of a slant. Like, you can
Okay.
definitely get a foothold and a handhold and be able to keep one arm free. But
Okay.
you would have to kind of lean back and pray to Shensei that you wouldn't slide down if you let go.
Okay. After feeling her spell not work, she is not going to do anything but stand there for right now.
Okay.
Because she's too afraid to get her bow out. Because she
Okay.
needs both hands. So, yeah. That is her turn.
Okay. Pez, it's your turn. Brick, you're on deck.
All right. How's the big snail looking?
I mean, it's bleeding a little bit from your shotgun blast to its face.
Okay.
It definitely seems to be kind of moving its head backwards to see where the fluffy thing went that was on its back. But as it looks down and it sees 3 of you still in front of it, well, 2, since Kasumi fucked off in the onward direction. So it seems very much more intent on you and Brick at the moment.
The multi-tool, I can reconfigure the weapon elemental type. Is that magical? Like, is the multi-tool a magical weapon since I had to attune to it?
It is a magical weapon, yes.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blast it again with my shotgun.
Okay, make an attack.
18 to hit.
18 does not hit.
Cool.
You go for the shot, and the pellets hit it, but it's hitting the shell and the crystals, and it's just scattering and ricocheting everywhere. Zon, you are very lucky that you weren't still on top, because you just hear.
I can't really do much of a bonus action. Where's the Bjerger in all this? You just vibing?
Kind of considering that you haven't done much with them too recently. I wasn't kind of bringing it up because you kind of just made him hide. So kind of just cowering around your legs, I would say, unless you want to make him brave. Schnell.
I mean, it is a big bug. No, Amber's just gonna sit tight. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold my ground and. Yep.
All right, Brick, you're up. Mariko, you're on deck. We'll do a thing here in a minute for you.
I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a very long time. I'm going to pull out the pop open the middle finger and fan the hammer. And because it's large or larger, it will take double damage if this works. It has to make I believe, and I just dropped one of my dice. I believe it has to make a dexterity saving throw. Let me double check.
I don't even see the middle finger on your list anymore. Oh, there it is.
Because it's absolutely dexterous.
Yeah,
that is the plan.
let me go right ahead here, buddy boy.
That is the plan.
That would be a 11.
Well, considering it is a minimum of 12, that does not work.
Yeah.
So dexterous.
Super dexterous.
Well,
Look at him
my dice
zipping
is
around.
gone.
You would know you are one.
Mm-hmm. Become the
Me too.
creature.
I can do stuff with my right hand and my left hand.
I'm so dexterous! Yay!
All right, so with that, it will do double of So 2d12 instead of 1d12, since it was larger. Thank you, God. That's going to be.
You're welcome.
That is going to be 23 points of damage. I rolled really good.
Nice. Okay. Very, very solid hits. You hear bang, 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 and you see, just like with your shotgun, Pez, when you hit it into fleshy bits, big holes appear in this. The same ichor seems to be leaking from its underbelly, and again, the soft, kind of weak, whimpering roar for a creature that doesn't really have vocal cords.
Does it say anything when it's yelling, since I'm still speaking with animals?
Pain, hungry,
Oh,
food, just
Make me
very
sad.
monosyllabic. As I
Yeah,
say,
we're gonna
hungry,
get shit
that's
for this
2
later, but
syllables
that's okay.
for me. Anything else? Movement? And as you look behind you, there's a pink one.
Rose quartz.
Rose quartz. Sorry.
And yeah, we're just pincered in, right? There's no side to side movements.
Not really. They kind of fill up the whole space.
Okay.
You saw your dad jump over one. Door flap.
Door flap. I don't have anything like that because I don't have 3rd level spells yet. Damn it.
Cool. Moving on to Moriko then.
As a bonus action, can I pop in my familiar?
I believe
that
that's a
an action?
bonus action.
Mm-hmm, cool. I don't see it anywhere, but this is also a just ginormous list of text. Oh no, it does say action. Fuck. You think that would be bonus? Yeah, as an action, while it is temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear in any occupied space within 30 feet of you.
Well, unfortunate.
I don't use action surge on that. That's stupid. No, I'm just gonna try to keep distance as much as I can, but other than that, trying to get to back the fuck off.
Moriko, your turn. Another wisdom saving throw, please.
Just straight 20.
Yes, because, straight 20 minus 2.
-2?
Yeah, it's not smart. Or wise.
Wait, because of the blessing, does it just become a straight?
You right.
Ability check.
Still would have failed with the last roll, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
You
straight
got
roll.
this.
Natural 20.
Okay. You, as you're watching Kasumi move her hands, go, oh fuck, and climb up the wall to your left, your head starts to go up and you go, wait, that's my friend. So for the time being, I would say that you have control over yourself. What would you like to do? I'll let you know if that's something that is capable of happening with the creature.
Backflip.
Can I take mental note of why I was suddenly just so zoomed in on Brick?
As you take a moment to focus and try to work through the inner machinations of its mind, you are very, very interested in their magical items. Even on the ground in front of you, you're somehow, it's not quite smell, but it's a similar sense that you're not fully familiar with. It's coming from your forehead somehow, with your little dangly bits. The gems on the ground, the watch, they're appealing, but those are kind of snacks. The real interesting thing is up on the wall, on what Kasumi's wearing and what's on her back. In front of you, a lot of the weapons that strapped literally all over Pez, his hat, the goggles, the guns, Brick.
Covered head to toe.
Brick has never smelled so good to you right now, and you are struggling to keep from just going over there and just...
Okay. So, for my movement, I would like to try and start backing myself up to create distance just in case I lose faculty.
Can snails go backwards?
Like backwards
Yeah.
snake. Backwards work. And
Never thought of
as
that
an action, can I speak to Pez because he can understand me?
Free action.
Free action?
It's speaking.
Am I able to speak like I would speak, or do I have to speak like the snail?
With your natural fucking 20, yeah, you have 6 seconds. Ready, go.
It likes magical items. That's its food.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I relay that, or will I have to do that on my turn?
So long as you're saying it as she's saying it, it's fast enough. It is what it is. So that would be your movement, and with your sensing and everything, yeah.
Now with polymorph,
Go ahead.
I think to turn back, it would have to be like the hour would end, or I'd have to reach 0 hit points.
You can cancel it.
No, it's a concentration. So technically, anytime you get hit, or whenever you just decide, fuck it, I hate being slow.
Okay, then for my action, I'm going to dispel polymorph and be back to myself, because that's what I was trying to figure out, like what it wanted to eat.
Yeah, no, I mean, polymorph is literally just breaking your concentration. So you whoop, back into Moriko. You feel more compact, clean, not so slimy. But yeah, I'll say that is your turn.
Yep.
Cool. It is the Ketsali's turn. Zon, it is going to... when you jumped off, how far did you jump?
No, I jumped and moved, so probably 15-ish feet.
Okay. It is going to... No, it is not going to focus on you. It is going to focus on Brick, who is still in front of it. Brick, since you were kind of getting pincered and you didn't move too much, it is getting much, much closer to you. It's maybe 5 feet away from you. But it is not quite able to reach you yet. Actually...
Stop objectifying me, go away!
No. I'm gonna have to...
I am not a piece of meat.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
No, I would say that you were... Because we were doing this theory of the mind, I'm going to assume that you would still be backing away, so it's not within range of you yet for something really bad to happen. So that's all that it's able to do. Zon, you're up. Kasumi, you're on deck. The big pink one, Kasumi, is gone. Mariko's back.
Oh, thank God.
It is looking a fair bit bloody on the front. From your odd angle you're able to see, there's been a series of explosions from Brick and Pez, peppering it with their firearms.
I will move those 15 feet away. I'll move so I'm 50 feet away from it. And I will use my censure of controlling air elementals.
Okay.
On top of me.
On top of you.
Yeah, I'm casting it so the thing that I'm summoning is summoned right next to me.
Okay.
Like a Windy.
Yeah, you pull out the censure and you bring in your own little air elemental.
Oh God, that can move a lot. I'm gonna tell it to put itself in between Brick and the creature.
Quick, Rick, take its core.
Okay.
It's a 90-foot range of movement.
As it goes to get around the Ketsali, once it gets in within 5 feet of it, it vanishes.
So disables elementals. Okay. I need to make sure I can't use that. I have no fucking clue what to do. So I'm just gonna sit there like.
It's
This
amazing.
is fun.
It's amazing that the one creature that you have ever created that isn't really that hostile, but it had stumped us because we were like,
Well, I don't have non-melee. I don't have non-magical shit.
Kasumi, it's your turn. Pez, you're on deck.
Okay, so she's getting real annoyed of her spell's not working. She's currently hanging on a ledge with one arm and her foot propped up. She digs into her pouch, pulls out her flask of oil for her lantern, pops it open and throws it at it.
Okay.
So what do I need to roll for the throwing?
You'd be making an improvised ranged attack, so that's a d20 plus your dex, I believe.
Okay.
Add your proficiency to that, because you are a rogue, so
Okay.
d20 plus 8.
Plus 8, okay. Alright. Whoa, that went off the table.
Once more with feeling.
Okay, 27.
Yeah, 27 hits.
Okay.
So
She's
Mhm.
aiming towards the body, so she's wanting it to kind of shatter on top of it.
Okay. Yeah, the flask hits it square in the forehead. It kind of makes it slowly rock backwards, and the glistening green of its scales has just become dark and kind of blackish brown as it just the oily ichor just sort of like flows down into the nooks and crannies of its body.
Okay. And then she's just gonna shout, "Light it on fire!"
You got mad at me when I set a prison on fire. I'm not lighting a creature on fire.
Do it! And then that is her turn.
Okay, Pez, you're up. Brick, you're on deck.
All right. Kieran to go fire it. I have a torch in my inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just yeet it at the snail?
You can certainly try.
Uh-oh.
is it?
No.
Yeet.
So, with you and your rangery background, I would say roll a d20, add your dexterity and your proficiency.
Where the hell is my... Oh, proficiency is +4. Add my dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
So you'd be a +8 total as
Yeah.
well.
19. Wait, plus the +2, right?
No, that's not on the attack rolls. That's just
Oh,
ability
yeah, okay.
checks and saving throws.
Yeah, 19. Right? Yeah.
I would say that that's close enough considering the oil splash everywhere. Yeah, you roll 3d6 for me as it catches on fire.
Oh god, the Lego's so loud. 9.
9. Okay. Righty, that brings it. So yeah, Pez, in your head, you're hearing much higher pitch pain, and there's a lot more pain than there is food and hunger at this point. The rest of you just see fucking fire coming up out of everywhere.
Sumi's like excited, just like, yeah!
Anything else, Pez? As you just committed a war crime, I think.
I mean, I'm dying on the inside, but at the same time, it smells so good because fried snail.
That's fucked.
Oh no.
Brick, please do something a little bit less Geneva-y.
Yeah. Geneva suggestions, bro.
So slightly less Geneva-y.
Don't be
Geneva.
Canada.
But
Never heard of
I
her.
want to be Canada.
I guess I can't technically stop you from doing stuff. right.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna use a bonus action to take out another clip.
Okay, let me get that dex in anyway. Roll your damage.
This poor snail.
Okay, I still rolled pretty dang good. That's gonna be 17 points of piercing damage,
Nice, nice.
and then I'm gonna back the hell up.
Okay.
This is a lot bigger than
it
I
is
was
not-
expecting.
It is not looking good.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. It looks really, really hurt. It's on fire, first off, so
Crispy.
it's starting to char. As you're putting more bullets into it, just more of its blood is starting to spill out onto the ground. It seems to be kind of moving towards you, Brick, but it also seems to be kind of moving towards a wall and just trying to maybe find a way to get away from the pain. Yeah. Are you staying put, or are you backing up?
I already used my bonus action because I didn't use my bonus action last turn to reload like I should have.
Idiot.
Idiot. Hold on. I'm seeing if there's anything that's worth an action surge. Action surge. I got 2 hand axes I never use. Action surge, and I'm gonna chuck my hand axes at him.
Okay, roll your attacks.
Okay. So what would they even be? So it's...
Does he get advantage because he works at an axe throwing place?
No.
Fucking didn't need it for the first one. That's gonna be a 27.
27 hits.
And then 19.
19 does not hit.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll see what the first one does to it. That's gonna be full 12 damage.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, it's looking hurt. It's looking really
Chop its
hurt.
antenna off.
Okay, this is a big ass. Technically, I have 3 attacks, so can I do hand axe, and then quick draw the judge?
No.
Okay, that was a big ask. I
Because the
understand.
middle finger is your hand, I'm allowing that because it's not grabbing and equipping something else. It's just bang, bang, bang. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
All right, then Moriko, you're up. Zon, you're on deck.
Yeah, and I forgot. Back up like 20 feet.
Okay, got it.
I can tell how much pain their creature's in, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been lit on fire before? Fucking sucks.
Mariko's having a huge conflict of interest in her brain. She's gonna pull out her short bow and fire at it.
Okay, roll an attack.
She's trying to put it out of its misery.
Please, it's god awful. I hear its screams and its children's screams.
It's
nothing
pregnant.
about children.
God, please no.
Dirty 20.
20 does not hit.
Woof.
Okay.
Let loose the arrow, and it seems to graze its burning scales and then splinters off on the shell behind it.
Damn it. Oh, that doesn't really count. Gonna keep trying to keep distance from it.
Okay.
Let's...
I mean, you keep backing away from it, and it can't exactly move quickly, so it's just gonna move forward a little bit. Zon? Kasumi, you're on deck.
Wait, was it? Did it take its turn?
It moved. You all keep backing
Does it
away
not?
from it at a brisk pace.
Does it not take fire damage on its turn?
Oh shit! No, you're right.
Which
Thank
also with the oil, it takes an extra 5 points of fire damage. Because it's fuel.
Oh, ow. Okay, that's Jesus.
That was
Yeah, it sure
1
took
HP
that
probably.
damage. Son.
I'm 50 feet away from it, so I'm gonna run 40 feet, and I'm gonna rabbit hop and kick it in the head.
Roll an attack.
I will. Really? Okay. 22.
22 just hits.
Did not realize my unarm is a plus fucking 7.
So yeah, as this thing is on fire, Zon comes rushing up through the kaleidoscope of colors on its shell. How do you want to do this, by the way?
Oh.
I mean, unless somehow your kick is incapable of doing 2 damage.
No, it does 4. I'm gonna literally just do anime, just stomp its head into the ground.
Okay. So Zon runs up, kicks off the crystals. You all see the silhouette of a bunny in the rainbow of colors, and he comes down with his foot and just slams into its head. Your foot goes like through the crispy membrane and to get to the brain and just slams it into the ground. It's still on fire, but your foot is very goopy. All of you, the instant that its head hits the ground, you are all just hit in the chest by this wave of energy.
Yep.
You're not entirely sure what it was. The crystals on its back seem to flicker slightly, but they keep their natural vibrancy, but the creature itself seems to grow still. And according to Pez, it's kind of tasty smelling. Yes, Zon.
Okay, so
Oh,
guessing
also, you are all cursed. Mark that down.
Cool.
Figured. I figured.
Okay. So guessing spare the dying isn't possible since I kicked its brain in.
Aim for the head.
You can certainly try. Is spare the dying an action, or...
It is... I think so, yeah. I think it's just a cantrip.
Okay, well, you use your action to kick.
Oh, okay, so we're still in combat.
So if that is something that you want to do, we'll go through everyone else to see how they're reacting, and then we'll get to that.
Quick,
So-
get the crystals! I'm gonna try to live it again!
Kasumi?
How far
sorry,
up?
real quick, Zon. Sorry, Kasumi. You don't feel warm anymore like you did a second ago
Oh, thank God.
with your furs being
Listen,
too toasty.
I hear that you said your sword is no longer magic. I'm like, fuck! Okay, thank you.
Sorry, carry on, Kasumi.
How far up did she manage to scurry up the wall?
With your movement, your maximum movement. You're
Okay. Okay.
Or however
so
far
she's a
up you were
good,
wanting to go.
she's a
with
good
your-
30 feet up.
That tracks.
She's gonna just use her turn to slowly make her way back down.
Okay.
The whole time she's fixated on that carcass or the the snail thing, but she's just like, I don't know what's happening. So she's just gonna slowly make her way back down the side of the wall.
Okay. Pez?
How close am I to it?
You were keeping a decent distance. I mean, far enough away that you were still able to shoot and not be at a disadvantage or anything, so no more than 30 feet.
So, Hez is destroyed internally, but his belly's grumbling like crazy. He's gonna run up to it using all his 30 feet. And are there any crystals within reach?
Its body is completely covered in crystals.
Can I try to grab as many of them as possible if it is possible?
make a strength check to see if you can pull one free. Arm wrestling
Sweet.
champion.
I am a god. I rolled 11.
They're still really, really tight in there. It's either that or you're just not able to get a good hand on the smooth crystals, but you're struggling a little bit.
Yep.
All right. Brick.
As I'm running,
Mariko, you're up. Or you're up next, sorry.
as I'm running my 30 feet towards it,
Mhm.
do I recall, because I vaguely think I remember that it is not the crystals on top of this shell, there's supposed to be like a core crystal or something that's inside of it, yes?
All that you know is its body creates these crystals. And what you are seeing is growing from within it.
Okay. I thought I remember there being like a specific crystal
No.
that we were looking for. Okay.
Nope, just the crystals on its back. Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Thank you, blessing, because that's 22.
22. Looking at the crystals on the back of this creature, they vary wildly in colors. Some of them seem to have a fiery inside. Some of them seem to be more like ice or water. Some of the ones that are kind of maybe a little bit more yellowy orange. Whatever this creature does for its food, according to what Mariko was saying with it wanting to eat magical items, there's potential that you have all you need right on this creature.
That doesn't make me feel any better. Yeah, we already have a water crystal, so anything that has that seems to give off an aura of fire, wind, and earth, I will try to pry loose.
Make a strength check. Unless you're, if you're wanting to grab on and pull, I would say a strength check. If you're wanting to hit or chop with one of your weapons, I will allow that. So I just need to know how you want to try to get these off.
I'm going to pick up the hand axe that missed and try to jam that under and do kind of like a both. I'm trying to pry it loose while also trying to under it, if that's okay. If that gives me any difference. Because I don't want to damage it. I want it intact as much as possible.
Then I would say you can use the +8 of the hand axe versus just a strength check.
I think my strength, just a strength check.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're using your
that
hand
will
axe,
that will
you're
be
using
better
hand
then.
axes. Yeah.
Okay. Do I still get the +2?
Well, it's not.
Yep.
It's not an ability check. What did I say?
Strength
before?
check?
+2 on ability checks and saving throws.
But you're not doing a strength check. You're using your axe like an attack.
Oh, okay.
Understood. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's gonna be a 13.
13. You're able to get the axe wedged in there, and you start trying to wiggle it, but it's still tight. You could probably get it, but it's going to take some time.
Okay.
Mariko. They are swarming this thing like ants.
Mariko's having an existential crisis, and she's trying to figure out what to do to either help the creature or them. She's stuck in a mental stalemate.
So do you just want to pass this turn and kind of do nothing, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then that is going to bring us to the creature, who is still on fire, so taking damage is an automatic death save fail. But that was a success there, so... Alright, Zon.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to it and use my water skin to douse out the fire.
Okay, that is your action.
Get the
anything
crystals
else?
out faster.
Okay.
Can I see Mariko having a existential crisis?
She's probably not hiding it.
Good. People are trying to get this thing back alive. Get the crystals out faster, Brick, goddammit!
I'm trying. Make sure it stays somewhat alive.
Working on it.
Okay, so to kind of speed things along, instead of going turn by turn by turn, I'm going to kind of do it in blocks of turns. So, all of you, what do you want to do for this turn?
Help Rick.
Yeah.
Well, you've already put yourself out, so your turn's kind of done at the moment.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
If I have the option to, while we are here and hopefully able to keep this thing alive, finish this quest here and now so we don't have to do any more awful shit, I'm going to try to attempt that.
So if you're
I'm helping
using,
Brick.
So you can either roll separately, or you can give one or the other advantage on trying to pry these things loose.
I'm giving Brick advantage.
Okay, are you going your hand axe again, or are you going to yank it?
I mean, just a straight strength check, I'm using the hand axe because that's better.
Okay, make an attack.
At advantage.
At advantage.
Didn't help that much. 16.
16 is enough.
Okay.
Between Zahn hitting it earlier when he was on his back, you hitting it the one time, Pez found like a little small one. He just can't quite get his hands on it, but he sees you going for one. He's able to kind of throw his shoulder into it as you go down to hit it. You were able to pull up a red one.
Okay, that's fire done.
Toasty.
Okay, so I would.
Kasumi is
Mhm,
doing
sorry.
something.
Okay, so real quick, I'm just gonna say that is Pez and Brick's turn. Yes, Kasumi.
So she is going, once she's down on the ground, she's going to back up farther away from the oil. And
Which has been
she's
quasi put out.
okay. She's going to kind of crouch down and pull out one of her incense blocks
Mm-hmm.
and set it down, light it, and do just a little prayer for, a kind of a thank you for providing the crystals to us. I'm sorry we had to kill you kind of thing.
Okay. Okay.
She's trying to honor the death of this thing as much as she knows how to.
Okay. So Mariko, you see Zahn is trying to put it out, or has successfully put it out. It's no longer on fire. Pez and Brick have pulled one of the crystals off. Kasumi seems to be going, thank you. What what are you doing anything this go around, or are you kind of passing again? It does
Try and
seem-
get things
sorry.
along faster.
Mhm.
She's gonna rush up to try and help pry off at least a white-looking crystal.
A white one. Okay. Well, so they were working on one, so since they were helping each other, go ahead and how are you wanting to do it? Are you wanting to use one of your weapons? Are you just trying to use your own strength?
I want to use my moon sickle.
Okay, then make an attack.
Would I be able to, like, ping pong off of them?
As much as I would love to see Pez just ding, 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 and just all the crystals going tilt, tilt, tilt. Unfortunately, you have used your. I don't think you were needed.
Natural
No,
20.
I don't
Is
think
that
so.
another natural 20?
Natural 20 plus 8 to 28.
Yeah. So what was the color you were going for?
Like a whitish one.
Okay, so one that looks a little bit more attuned to
Like
air and all.
air.
Okay. So yeah, with the fucking natural 20, you saw how the two of them had gotten into it, and you're just like, doing this for my friends. And you like jab it in there, and you just use your full force to just wedge it out, and it goes punk, tink, 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 and rolls away. But you were able to get a lighter whitish blue one. So you have red, or you have fire, you have air. So coming back to its turn, it's no longer on fire. That is another failure.
Another?
its
I thought it
part.
passed the first one.
I said 2.
2 and 1.
But because of the fire, it was an automatic fail on one of them, and that was a failure that I rolled. So, another full round.
Zod, do you want to cast Spare the Dying on it real quick?
Yeah, I'm going
Is that
to
all you're
cast
getting
Spare the-
off of it?
Well,
No,
I'm-
we're
Spare the Dying just
keeping it
puts
warm.
it at not dying. It's 0.
Okay.
Or it
Yeah,
comes
we're-
stable.
Well, I mean,
While he's prepping that, I'm trying to get. So we've got hopefully water, air, fire at this point. So I'm looking for one that gives off an earth aura.
Again, relatively easy. It seems to be color coordinated to some extent. Is anyone helping him? Because
me,
that's only
shoulder checking.
okay. So go for advantage again, and then Mariko, we'll see what you're able to
Please be
do.
better than that. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, 22.
22 is what you needed.
So-
So again, Brick kind of gets his axe in there, looks at Pez, gives a nod. Pez, right at the same time as you lever action it down, and it pinks off. And as soon as it comes loose, I'm assuming Zahn. Are you
Oh,
doing?
I'm casting heal. Like, Zahn is chanting, and he's like, "This is the most powerful shit I fucking know." Here!
Okay. You cast heal.
70 points of healing.
As Zahn pumps every ounce of healing into this creature it can, what are the rest of you doing?
Run!
I'm actually going over to Kasumi, putting a hand on her shoulder, like, I need your help. Pulling out my last block of incense, lighting it, and I am saying a prayer to Quetzalcoatl.
Okay.
And just,
You want
pray with me.
Yes, you want to make sure that you thank the creature for providing us what we needed, and to apologize for having to kill it in the process, but to tell it thank you for providing life. It's the circle of life. We just gotta say sorry. We can try.
Murderers.
I'm putting a hand on the creature and lighting incense and saying a prayer to Quetzalcoatl, and basically saying, "This is a creature of your domain. It is an innocent. I never want my life to come at the price of something so beautiful in your realm. And I'm touching the feather as I say this. I will do whatever you require of me. Please let this work."
Random note, I forgot about this. Zahn, as soon as the creature died, your air elemental came back.
Ah.
Yeah.
Where the
Sorry.
hell have you been hiding at? Ooh, sorry.
So, Brick, as you set your hand down, you say the prayer. Zahn finishes casting his spell to heal the creature. You feel the shell move and the head lifts up slightly. It's thick, the membranous skin beginning to knit together, and it's still charred black. But that is the last thing you see. As the rest of you see Brick just collapse
Not again.
and becomes
Fuck.
completely inert. Even the lights of his eyes are dark.
What
Grab
happened?
Too fucking
Pull
close.
him!
What happened?
Get him away from the creature! Turn its magic off!
Okay, I'm gonna try and help, but I'm not very strong.
I'm trying to yank.
Because he was just, yeah, the two weakest people in the party.
Well,
Wait, the air elemental help! Air elemental help! Wait, he's made a bear! Fuck!
The air elemental, if it's right near you and beside Brick, it winks out of existence again.
While they're trying to move Brick, Mariko's going to pull out her pearl of power and try to get the snail's attention to try and get it to move away from Brick.
The snail doesn't seem to be moving at all. I mean, it's moving, but it is not advancing. It doesn't seem to be trying to eat. It is just laying there.
breathing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then instead she's going to put the pearl and some nuggets of gold that she had in her pouch near the head, kind of like a food offering, and then try to help drag Brick.
Once you're able to get Brick far enough away from the snail, His eyes light back up, and even though he can't breathe or anything, it's that moment of like when you sit up and just go, and he's just like bolt upright. Brick, that was worse than any of your nightmarish visions you've ever had. That was just nothingness.
Hey, buddy.
Okay.
I think we need to move.
Yes, please.
I think
Is
we
it
need to-
alive? Please tell me it's alive.
Zon
I-
is
Reading.
still working on it.
I think that's why you turned off, is because it came back.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Cool.
Yeah. Where's the crystals?
Yeah, let's get those and get out. Let's never do anything like this again.
I'm gonna
You-
crow brain
Dirty.
swoop him up.
You back up, Brick. She points behind her.
On it, and he's just like kind of crab walking backwards away from it because he's still on the ground.
As Brick comes back to consciousness and Mariko goes full crow brain and collects all the shinies that are on the ground that she can gather, that's where we're going to take a break. So we'll be back here in just a few minutes. Don't go too terribly far. Grab a snack. We'll be back soon. And we are back. So, when we left off just a few short minutes ago, these 5 people murdered an innocent creature to steal the gems from its back and were subsequently slapped with a curse of unknown effects. So, you have your crystals.
We got a curse breaker.
Brick was turned off momentarily.
I realized while I was going to go get a snack, that's very much the meme of almost done! Almost done!
So,
Yes. I'm still healing it, by the way, just for a heads up. I will be using another spell to heal it.
you go to cast another spell, and the magic isn't quite able to leave your fingertips, so I need you to mark off that spell slot.
Look, we did all we can. We just have to escargot out of here.
The creature takes another 70 points of psychic damage and dies.
I don't want to go near the anti-magic snail thingy.
No, let's just get out of here. It's alive.
You should make sure.
It's breathing, isn't it?
It turned Brick off, so I'm pretty
yeah.
sure it's...
You healed it 70 hit points. It's alive.
Oh, okay.
Come on. Let's go.
Zon's gonna pet it. Yeah, okay, bye.
Rico's just an arm full of crystals.
As
He's
we're
gonna
walking-
walk up to Mariko. Thank you. Backpack.
Nice.
He needs those to live. Part of them.
She's
You owe
hanging
me
on to him.
shinies.
I owe you a lot of shinies, yes.
Gives the shinies.
Okay. Put
Into
them all
the
in the
spider
spider
bag.
backpack and just hit right on back to my back.
Crow brain.
What?
Wow.
So,
I hand Mariko the arrow of celebration that I was gonna sacrifice to the beast.
it's a arrow-looking stick you've seen other people use before, but it's got a weird thing on the end that looks like it would be very, very unbalanced.
It's not shiny.
I will whisper in her ear what it does. Add arrow celebration to your inventory.
While she is searching for the arrow of celebration, what is the plan? You are about 2.5, maybe 3 days away from the base camp of the Pakyotl region, and best that you can surmise, you have about 4 days until the storm is supposed to hit the region.
There is another camp to the north of us, though, right?
From your previous knowledge of how the last region worked, those little markings are sort of, for lack of a better word, way stations. It's not a base camp where things would be, like, kept. It's like, this is a place where supplies are brought for people that are patrolling the region, can get food, change of uniforms, maybe something to repair armor or weapons, but it's not one of the base camps where there's full chefs, barracks, the lifts for ships and all. Those are in the main base areas.
Okay.
We need to go.
Well, do we want to retrace our steps, or do we want to just keep moving forward around the way? Probably shorter to retrace our steps.
Yeah, and at least we kind of know what's there.
We'll go that way.
We could try to make our way back to the Shenshei Temple.
Yeah, that wasn't too far, right? We could rest there again.
Yeah.
DM, is that something that we can get to in the same day?
Fantastic question. Let me pull up my map.
So we were on the
Also-
island to the right of the one with the, like, safe camp thing. If I'm not mistaken. Or was it the one with the camp on it that we were on?
We were on the one with the camp. We went to the
Yes.
south, and that's where we found it.
With how much time is left in the day, you'd have to travel a little bit in the dark to get back, but you could get back to Shenshei's temple today.
There's where I mapped to where we're at currently.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
put it in our group chat.
Well, we should hustle. If we hustle, we can get back there. If not, we'll have to make camp somewhere else.
I want to go back to the temple.
Okay.
Wait,
Book it.
does anyone else feel a little weird?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
was
why.
gonna-
That's why I started praying immediately.
Zon, you're probably the one that can discern what's wrong with us.
Well, I'll discern when we get to wherever we're going. Go.
Schnell.
Snail.
Snail.
While we
Snail.
are going DM,
Yes.
while we are going DM, can I take account of myself and figure out if this curse is on us, if it can do something, what it will do, etc., etc.?
Are you able to cast Identify?
I don't think so.
Then no. You definitely feel that
Assuming
something
we-
is off.
Kasumi, would you like to cast Identify, or would you like to hold my hand and make sure I don't fall while I cast it?
Why would I cast Identify? That's for an object. That's the only thing I've used it for. So I don't.
No, you can use it on a person.
Brick is
You-
technically an object.
Fuck you.
I mean, I could try to cast it on you, Brick, to see what it tells me.
That's fine. If anyone's going to objectify me, it should be you.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Don't know that I like that.
She's like, I don't even know what he meant by that, but okay, I'm just gonna poke his shoulder.
Only
Objectif-
Brick knew what he meant.
objectify
That was
me, Fox.
Zeke.
Objectify me, Fox Mommy.
And you took it
Stop
just a
that.
step too far.
Always.
So, Kasumi, you cast Identify. And what you get back is a sense of foreboding, bad luck. That your steps, while confident and sure and practiced, will probably falter when you most need them to not do so. I will put in the group chat. Let me see. Doot and doot.
Okay.
No.
She's got her finger on his shoulder and she's like, Brick, have you always just had you always had really bad luck, right? Like, I noticed you struggle sometimes doing your spells. Do you feel any different, or is it the same bad?
No, I definitely
feeling?
feel worse.
Okay, well, it got worse.
Oh,
She ain't wrong.
Yeah,
over.
I don't think this is something that we can do ourselves. I think we have to have someone who is familiar with this type of magic to get rid of it.
Rick's just gonna look at Zon.
Zon's like, oh, how dare you assume?
Are you
I've seen you do it.
familiar with removing like bad luck from people, Zon?
I'm familiar with removing things from people.
Limbs.
I can't tell if that's an
heads,
innuendo or
arms.
not.
Loot, gold.
The will to live.
Ouch.
Well, there's a lot of bad luck radiating off of Brick based off of that reading. So
Therefore, it would be all of us then. It's the more reason we should go as fast as we can back to Shenshei's temple.
yes. Yeah.
Agreed.
Is everyone else feeling equally?
Bleh.
Can I flip a copper piece in the air and see if it lands heads or tails?
Sure.
Land straight up.
Falls off the cliff.
It hits you in the eyeball.
Oh, my big old eyes.
You know, I was gonna say flip a coin, but I like all those options, so we're just gonna go with that.
So I flip it. It lands straight up in my eyeball and goes off the cliff.
It goes, and somewhere down below, it lands flat on the edge.
Good job, team. Good job.
Well, if it wasn't confirmed before, it is now.
I don't know. That might have just been Pez.
It's kind of like when you drop something and you're like, "Ha, I can catch it," but instead you just slap the shit out of it. So, is there anything you all would like to do throughout the rest of the day before you get to Shenshei's temple?
Should be observant as I can as we go.
Be very careful.
I'm listening out
Kasumi-
for the monkey.
Kasumi is gonna talk to Mariko. On the way. Mariko,
Mm-hmm.
are you familiar with myths about curses in your area?
Is she? DM?
Make a history check for me. And while she's doing
Can
that, I
do-
do also need everyone to make a perception check for me as you travel.
Oh,
But we'll
lovely.
handle your history thing first, Mariko.
15 for the history check.
Okay.
God.
You have heard some rumors from Tanakh about people being very superstitious, just things that would cause general bad luck, or, you know, sort of taboo subjects that you don't talk about. But you yourself have not really experienced bad luck or curses yourself. Most everything that you have encountered has been very blatant, very in front of you, very real things. Because again, most of your dealings were with elementals and the people wandering around the area. You didn't get much into the civilization side of things to really get that sort of superstitiousness ingrained into you. So you do feel a little icky at the moment, like something's not quite right. Like as you're walking along, you're feeling your foot slip a lot more. You're kind of like hitting your elbow on the sides of rocks. All of you are experiencing this sort of just minor inconveniences to just walking.
I never really dealt much with superstitions. I heard of some stuff from Tanakh, but this is really my first time with something like this. You usually don't deal with stuff like this with elementals.
Okay. I'm only familiar of so much lore here in this realm. But yeah, something didn't feel right.
Trust me, I know. I don't like it.
Okay. And they just keep walking.
Okay. Perceptions were what?
16.
16? 22?
Dirty
24.
20.
24? Dirty 20? Kasumi?
A nat 1.
Oh,
And that one.
Oh boy.
It's par for the course.
As you all travel back to Shenshei's temple, Kasumi, you were in the front. You were the one that found it initially. You remember where it is. You're kind of leading the charge. You were focused on where you were going. The rest of you have time to look around, mind your footing. A dark shadow passes overhead. You think maybe as a cloud or possibly some bird that just happened to pass over your head. The four of you see something large and dark slither just out of view, just barely out of the corner of your eye. The shadow passes overhead, you look up and you just see something moving away. And the four of you become unreasonably angry and annoyed at everything. Every little pebble you step on, the little elbow smacks against the rock, slipping slightly. You're just all really just piss off at the world.
this motherfucker again.
Fucking
This
hell.
thing.
Fucking hate rocks.
Fucking hate you.
You know what? You're right.
Fuck all of y'all.
I hate me too.
Hey, look.
I hate me!
Kasumi's not saying much, but she has full airplane ears. And she has just got a frown just perpetually placed on her face as she's stomping through now.
Well,
Her just
no,
foot-
you're not affected.
Oh, I thought with my nat 1 I was.
You didn't see it.
Oh, I didn't see it.
You didn't look
Okay.
at it.
You lucky
Sorry, I'm
bastard.
writing down the effects of our curse at the same time. I
sorry.
apologize.
No, you were the. If anything, your ears go airplane mode because you hear everyone just start to get mad all at once. You're like, now you're mad for a different reason.
Not again.
Why did you guys have to set it on fire?
Look,
You set it. Wait. Oh no, you didn't set it on fire. Fuck
it
you.
was me. I set it on fire.
Murderer.
Hey, look, we all murdered it. You squished its brain, and I had to hear it screaming and
I
hollering.
God.
We killed an
Look.
innocent creature for no fucking reason. Fuck
We
you
killed an
guys.
innocent creature, so I didn't have to die. Do I feel good about it? No, but fuck you. I want to live.
Fuck off, Metal Man.
Ooh, yeah, I mean,
Everyone shut up!
No!
No.
Push Kasumi off the bridge.
no, you don't.
Mariko, from your side, you hear, "Wow, everyone got really mad really quickly."
Oh god, this fucking thing again.
Hey, fuck
We
you,
really
guy.
did in a gallery.
You didn't make my potion.
So
Now we have to do it with this guy again.
She's gonna look at the potion. Can you remove curse potions?
I don't think so.
Fuck.
Fucking
useless.
useless.
She can put it back on her belt.
You just hear the saddest little, "Oh."
I feel really bad, but she's so angry.
Son's in the back. You're all assholes.
So are you.
I didn't say something mean to the censure thing.
You killed a snail.
You left your girlfriend behind back in the Nightly Kingdoms.
Ooh, wow. That was
He
a
has a girlfriend?
He had a
I find that
girlfriend.
hard to believe.
1 second.
This is Mariko with no filter when she's angry.
Have
This
anything
is-
to fuck with?
This is
Brick?
honestly one of the most fun effects I think I've ever come up with. Just letting you guys just.
We're really good at being dicks when we want to be.
Yeah. Well,
Uh-huh.
technically you don't want to be. That's the fun part.
No, I mean us as people,
Oh,
not as
alright,
characters.
I'm gonna cast Bane on Zeke.
Oh,
On
God.
who?
Brick. On Brick. Make a Christmas saving throw, dick.
Wait,
Fine.
and the curse, right? Does that affect it?
It
Oh,
will
no,
if I
that's
roll
apples.
a 2. This is probably not going to go well. A charisma saving throw?
Uh-huh.
Fuck no, 9.
You are baned. You now, whenever you
I
make
don't think that's a verb.
an attack roll or a saving throw, you must subtract D4. It only lasts a minute, but I'm still angry about it.
Look,
So, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna look at everyone and just think to myself, life is
Oh.
tough, Pilgrim. It's even tougher if you're stupid.
Can you make a perception check for Hamburger?
Oh,
Oh
shit.
no.
Oh no!
What is, what's that? Intelligence?
Perception is
No, wisdom. Wisdom.
Wisdom. It has a
No.
+1?
It is wisdom.
Okay.
Sorry, I saw persuasion.
Yeah.
Hamburger has a +1 to wisdom, or whatever that is.
Better not roll
15.
high.
15.
Oh.
He's gnawing on you.
Cool. I
And
was wondering
not-
what that pain
Not
was.
really gently.
Yeah, it's ow. It's
In the
ow,
meantime,
sir.
because the bickering just doesn't stop and Kasumi's just had it, she's gonna look for tiny flowers, like daisy-like flowers. Are there any flowers on our walk?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Start walking on like bridges. Fair.
Let's say I'm pretty sure the plant we've seen is a shrub.
You're a shrub.
7.
7. You're looking around for anything that's remotely colorful. Mariko's the closest thing.
Is there grass or moss?
Kinda. It's more moss and lichen. There's not a whole lot of vegetation up here. There's not enough soil to really grab on. It's all just the really hardy shit that's able to like get nutrients out of fucking rock.
Moss will do. She's gonna take just tiny pieces of moss and just put some in her ear.
Okay.
She's like, okay. It's just,
You said
Hopefully there's
Kasumi's
no
in front.
bugs in there.
she's just gonna tra la 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 la.
So, are there any more insults that you would like to throw at each other before we kind of advance to? Okay,
Yeah.
sauce. Okay.
I'm obviously seeing Kasumi do this. I'm gonna walk up behind her and yell with thaumaturgy.
Oh god, please don't. The monkey. You fucking idiot.
What are you yelling? Just ah!
Yes, literally. Bah. I'm rolling, dude. I'm rolling for this. If I roll low, I'm doing something stupid.
Yeah, Zahn runs up behind you and he shouts. You can still definitely hear it, and it was loud, but maybe not quite as loud as if you hadn't had the moss shoved in your ears.
Okay.
I will regret this.
She
Kill him.
she is just gonna cast
Die.
no, she was gonna be mean, but she's gonna cast vicious mockery.
You're a short
You
motherfucker
broke it,
and
idiot.
nobody likes you.
And I don't have any insults planned. She's not the angry one.
Well, unless you insult me, I'm not gonna be vicious mockery.
Do it.
She's just gonna be like, no one cares what you have to say, small bunny man, and turns around and keeps walking.
Small.
List of spells.
That's
list
a
of
wisdom
spells,
saving
list of
throw.
spell- Oh no! Yeah, okay. Wait, what is my wisdom?
He is quite small.
21.
Insignificant.
Okay. Well, you passed. That's fine. She's still gonna keep walking. She feels better on the inside after saying that.
You know, I wonder if his shortness has ever stopped him from forming meaningful relationships.
I'm gonna cast command on both Break and Kasumi.
What?
Trip.
Did she even hear?
Yeah, can I hear? Unless you shout it.
I just have to see you.
Hmm.
You You speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within rage. Doesn't say it has to hear you for some strange reason.
Well, but you were speaking it, so in that sense, you would need to hear the command.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I would say that he is right behind you still, so...
And when you have earplugs in, you can still hear people talk if they talk loud enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it slide. So what save do they need to make for that again?
Wisdom of 17.
Yes, burn your spell slots for me.
No.
This is just trip.
You're lucky
Rick
I got
trips.
a 15.
Just trip.
She
That
just
one word.
flips you
Yeah.
off.
You guys are moderately inconvenienced by tripping and stumbling forward, but you continue to soldier on.
Can I stumble into Zahn and like fall on top of him?
And in the essence of moving the story, as much as I would love for you guys to continue to rag on each other, I would like to get some story elements completed here. So,
You
fast
traumatized us. I think we've had enough story
fast-forwarding
elements.
a bit. You were able to find the shrine.
Are we still angry?
Fairly well after darkness has fallen. Yes, you are still very angry now. You're just angry that it's dark out.
God damn it.
Who turned
did
off
I
the
ever-
sun?
Did I ever remember how we cured the anger? Like, was it like a healing spell? Because this has happened to us before, and we have prevented or stopped it before. Do I remember how that was done?
Gemini cast a spell. You're not sure which spell she cast. But Brick overcame his anger after resting.
Okay. Did I take any damage from Hamburger gnawing on my leg?
He's angry, he's not mad.
Okay.
If that makes a difference. Like, he's gnawing at you in irritation, but he's not like... He's not trying to draw blood. He's just venting his frustrations with gumming.
Okay. Because I was just trying to justify the use of cure wounds upon myself. Just to, A, cure my gnawed up leg, and B, to see if that would stop the curse or the anger.
I mean, you haven't really taken any damage, so you're still welcome to try.
Fuck it. I'll try it. I'm angry.
Okay. You're now mad that nothing changed.
Cool. Alright. Fucking hell. Great.
Quick point
Sorry,
of
bud.
order. We do not remember. Do I remember seeing something and then getting angry, or is that part wiped? I something about it. I remember something about your mind gets wiped too, right?
No, your mind doesn't get wiped. You just start focusing on everything that's making you mad.
Okay. But I remember I saw something before I got mad. Am I cognitive enough to connect the dots that I also saw something the last time I got angry?
Are you?
What would you like me to roll?
I mean, you just made the connection. So,
Okay.
if that's your assumption, we'll go off of
Okay,
that.
Brick's just sitting here like, motherfucker! And it just starts ranting like, stupid freaking shadow thing, freaking making me see it and then pissing me off.
Now, since I did roll a 24, did I happen to glean anything from it?
20, huh?
He's
My
talking
perception.
about when we saw the creature. Could he
Yeah.
discern what it was?
Oh, no. Again,
Okay.
you saw a shadow pass overhead that just kind of blocked the sun for a moment. You glanced up to see what it was, if it was the monkey man, and you saw some long tentacliness shadow thing move out of sight, just barely out of your view, around the top of the spire, and then you were just angry.
Did you say tentacly?
Inky, long, spindly, something or other.
Because the
And
first time
we're-
we were angry was in water.
And we're back to the altar, correct?
Yes, you were in the shrine.
Okay. Well, since the bitter angriness continues, Kasumi's like, you know what? This is messing up my chakras. I need to get out of here. She turns around and she's going to cast Rope Trick. And so with Rope Trick, it basically opens up like a hole above her with a rope that falls down. And the hole is kind of invisible, but it basically, she's going to climb up the rope and then pull the rope up so you can't see the rope. And she is now in a tiny pocket dimension by herself.
If I climb up the rope, can I get in the
You
pocket?
can't.
pull
I
the
pulled
rope.
it up.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
all
where the fuck
literally
did she
just
go?
Yeah, you were all just angrily watching Kasumi do this really amazing magic trick, and then it's just gone.
Well, that's fucking bullshit.
Didn't even tell
Why
us how
can't
it
you
was
do that?
done.
Oh
Not
god, I
pink.
want to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Zon,
I'm gonna take a nap.
What?
fuck you. There's another fucking tentacle monster after you again.
It's not mine. It's yours. Your tentacle monster.
No, all the
Your
tentacle
face
monsters
is a
are
tentacle
yours.
monster.
There's another one of the Grim here, and it's pissing us off. Fuck you.
Don't know what a grim is? You're dumb. Rhyme. Don't know what. Stupid.
You remember the fucking tentacle bitch in the sea?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one of her friends.
If you say so. Go to bed.
Fuck you.
Is anyone gonna fucking take watch, or are y'all just gonna fucking fuck?
Rick is just gonna sit up in an upright position, and you can see his eyes dim, but as his eyes dim, the middle finger just comes up.
And then it freezes there for 4 hours.
For 4 hours.
Rika's gonna take
Yes.
first watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna take first watch also and piss on Brick.
So, and also
We'll take a
just
point of
for,
exhaustion. I don't care. I'm punting him.
just for DM's awareness, my rope trick only lasts for an hour. She's just wanting, that was her way to hope that most of the angry jerks would go to sleep. So once the hour is over, she'll come back down the rope.
For Moriko and Pez, I need you both to make wisdom saving throws.
Okie dokie.
Ooh. I'm good at that.
Sorry, at advantage.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
at
God.
advantage?
And
Yeah.
oh wait, no. Wait, is it saving throws too?
Yeah.
Yeah, and +2.
Oh yeah,
from
you
the
get your
thingy.
+2 from the blessing, Shinjei's blessing.
Thank you.
So 27.
Damn.
22.
Okay. As the pair of you take your watch, you're familiar with the area. You were literally here last night. Yeah, that sounds right. The watch goes on, and you're still kind of mad. Fucking rocks. Fucking dragon statue that's kind of cool looking. Fucking lack of grass. But an hour goes by, and you feel the tension in your shoulders kind of lessen a bit. Well, that was weird. And then the rope appears behind you, and Kasumi crawls back down. Kasumi, Moriko, and Pez seem much calmer than when you left them to go to your own little demi-rope plane.
Hey, how you doing?
You two are no longer unreasonably angry. Whatever was
Rico's
affecting
rummaging
you
through
is...
her.
Yeah.
Rico's trying to rummage through her little pouch for something.
Okay.
I'm just gonna observe Kasumi coming down her rope thing. That's cool. Can you teach me how to do that?
Is everybody okay now? Are we
I
still
am.
yelling?
As you look over, Brick is still...
I'm fine. How are you?
Stressed. I'm stressed.
Tell me about it.
Rico's gonna pause her.
Everyone.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Everyone, except for me, was very angry. And it was kind of annoying.
Rika's gonna look down at the flask like, I'm really, really sorry for the mean thing I said.
Oh, I don't even remember the mean thing you said. That's... oh, that's right. Okay, now I can hear better.
I forgot.
DM, she was saying it to the flask, I think.
Yeah, she was saying it to,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
I was,
assume he didn't know.
yeah, sorry. I was trying to get the some more campfire music going.
You good.
So you pull the flask out and you apologize. And he goes, "Well, I don't think I could be mad at you for long, little pink thing.
I
Apology
still feel
accepted."
really bad. Thank you. She's gonna put him back on his belt, then out of her,
cozy.
her pouch, she's gonna pull out her prettiest red feather that she could find in her pouch, and go and try and, like, nicely set it on the altar. Trying to, remembering what Kasumi did the last time.
As you put him away, she goes, "Well, it was nice talking to you, I guess." As you go and put the flower down.
Okay.
I put one of my... how many of these do I have? I have 4 of these. Can I put one of my turquoise animal figures on the altar?
Sure. Cool. Is there anything? Are you just putting it down? Or are you doing anything else?
I'm just following along. I'm a simple lizard. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Mariko's just mimicking what she saw Kasumi do the night before, so she's trying to mimic.
Okay. Is there anything? Oh, go ahead.
Kusumi is going to do something before she goes to sleep. She is going to walk up to the where they had the altar fires.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to light a little fire, and she is going to do her draconic rune casting.
Okay.
She is going to do the omen casting.
Okay.
And actually, no, she's going to do the guidance casting. So that's just the 2 bones. And she is going to ask Shenshei, were the crystals that we gathered for Brick enough?
Sorry, and you did the guidance casting on that one. Okay.
Guidance, the 2 bones. So that's a yes or no.
So the
And
3
then-
of you are kneeling in front of the altar as Kasumi begins to perform her ritual. The etched bones are tossed into the flames, and you see the runes that were carved into them flash brightly, illuminating the area around you a lot more than you would think that they'd be capable of. And
Ow.
as the light seems to travel up the golden statue of Shenshei before you, and with the flickering lights and the general gloom, it seems to be alive almost, just from the light dancing off of all the intricately carved scales. A warm breeze comes in from the opening to the shrine behind you and brushes back across all 3 of you, and it gives you a feeling of affirmation, a yes.
Okay. And I gotta roll my d8 to see what the spell effect had on me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was a 7.
Oh, let's see. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, okay. So your mind feels clearer than you've ever felt it. Your eyes seem to take in more information than they usually do, as if they were the very eyes of a dragon. You have advantage on wisdom and intelligence ability checks until a long rest is taken. And
Which I'm about to take, but that's fine.
yeah. Yep, could have been cool.
I feel
Yeah,
like this is a
but
great scene.
still.
We can do this all day.
But still, she feels better now that those two aren't bickering anymore, and the other bickerers are asleep.
Well,
And
Rick is over there flipping the bird, and Zahn is just like kicking it, such like, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh.
but
That
she got the
clown.
answer that she wanted, so she feels more comfortable with us proceeding on our venture. So she is gonna look back and be like, I am gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys have a good night. Wake me if anything crazy happens, and then she is going to place another jade statue up at the Shenshei altar, just for a thank you.
Okay. As Moriko and Pez's turns at watch come to an end, which brave soul do you choose? Which one of you brave souls are going to decide who to wake up of the remaining anger monkeys?
I say Brick.
Yeah. Let's wake him up. I'm going to get up to him and gently knock on his noggin and say, "Wake up. It's your turn, bud."
As they go to wake you up, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Okay. That's gonna be a 18.
18 was just enough.
Oh.
You wake up and your middle finger goes. You feel way better than you did before. You're much calmer. You're back to normal. The anger that was there is no longer there.
Not angry anymore. But I really hate that thing.
I do too. If we find it, we need to kill it.
Yeah, you got a good look at it, right? Or at least a look at it.
I observed a tentacle or some sort of noodly appendage.
Yeah, that's the second time I've seen it, and while the first time I didn't get a great look at it, it definitely had a resemblance to a certain ocean dweller, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say that the giant, sexy sea bitch came upon shore, but I mean, I don't know.
I'll have a mortar do a perimeter circle for the rest of the time we're here. Pretty sure that it's following us, at least at the very least, something that can anger us is following us.
Yep.
Well, you guys get some sleep. I'll take next shift.
All right. Dead.
Okay. Brick, is there anything you wanted to do for the evening?
He is going to pull out the piece of paper that the drawing that he finished a night or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look, one last little once over, maybe take out his piece of charcoal and make an adjustment here or there, and hope that it's good enough. Fold it back up, put it in the pouch with all the scrap that didn't get disposed of last time. He's just gonna kind of sit there quietly, and then I don't know if kind of just talking to the air. I don't know if you accepted my prayer, or if you decided to abstain and Zon ability was enough.
Or you were knocked out and just didn't notice anything.
Yeah, if you were looking somewhere else at that moment, but if
No,
that
I meant
was
you.
you,
If you were knocked out and didn't
Oh,
notice
yeah.
anything.
yeah, if something happened while I was out, but if you did accept my plea, and you do have a job for me, just would ask that you let me know as soon as you can, so I can get on that and repay you. Thank you again.
As soon as you finish that, the small little fire that Kasumi had lit on the altar that had been crackling and relatively full of life snuffs out unnaturally.
Ah, shit.
And there's a distinct trail of smoke that is lit by the embers and seems to be pointing to the west. And you get a very unnatural sense of unease.
That west as in back to your place, or west as in the other continent, northwest, southwest, west-west?
As you ask this question, the flames seem to rekindle and light begins to fill the room, or the small little alcove once more.
Ooh, I'll start heading west. Yep. Will do.
I mean, it's you. Just fucking start walking, bud. You'll get there. It was not the most uncomfortable vision or interaction you've had with the deity, but there was definitely a sense of foreboding that something has happened. You're just not sure what.
Every fucking time.
Stop talking to deities. You wouldn't have this fucking problem.
Catch yourself lucky, bitch.
But they're just so much fun to poke.
I'm gonna remember that. Anything else you would like to do during your watch before you... Do you take both watches, or do you risk waking up?
I'm gonna look over. I will take the watch with him, but I'm just like, okay, fingers crossed, and I'll go over and kind of like nudge him with my foot, and then slowly back away.
Zahn, wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Or just curb stomped his ass.
Didn't fucking need it.
Natural.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's
whoever's
32.
ass you were kicking in your dream felt really fucking good. You wake up and you're like, okay, I'm better. Whatever was affecting you is no longer affecting you. You are back to your calm self.
How you feel?
Don's gonna poke his forehead and cast Decurse. Or remove curse.
Decurse.
Kissed. I cast you out!
Be gone, Satan!
You cast remove curse on yourself, and the curse has been lifted.
So I feel it leave my body. Tastes purple. Was that right?
Hey, if you did what I think you just did, can I get some of that? Please.
Damn it. Fine. So casty curse.
It's not
remove
decurse.
Sorry, I've gotten so many games. I played World of Warcraft for 13 years. It's hard. So yes, I will cast remove curse, and go do it that way. I will walk over to Mariko while she sleeps and gently poke and do the same.
Wait, wouldn't Moriko naturally wake up anyway? Because she only really needs like 4 hours of sleep.
Depends on if you want to sleep in.
No, because she wants to try and do something when she wakes up.
Okay, so as you kind of naturally come to rouse yourself, there's just Fluffy's on. Curse!
What the fuck?
But
Hi, good morning.
Is that a problem?
What are you doing?
He's just got his finger on you. Is there a problem?
That's touching the forehead.
Why?
Begone, demons! Cast remove curse.
It feels like there was a knot and like right in between your shoulder blades that you hadn't really known was there. And as Zahn finishes the spell, that sense of tension and just bad luck seems to ebb away. You had a good night's sleep.
Okay, so
You're not mad. You're not cursed.
Let you roll.
You lucky fuckers.
Okay, cool.
Thank
so
God
I
we
get
have
to
a
this
cleric.
back. So I am going to be drinking a potion of spell recovery for. Oh wait, I need to. I go too crazy. So yeah, I will be drinking a potion of spell recovery. I did roll 6, so I'm going to get 2 of those spell slots back, and I'm going to.
Did you?
What?
Did you give the potion of spell recovery to what's his face?
I have. I had 7 of them.
Oh.
Oh.
I
you had
gave
so
one to
many.
him. Yeah, it was from
remember
the
you getting that
event thingy. That's why I gave one to him. Like,
Right. Yes, gotcha.
yeah. So I'll get those 2 back. I need 2 more. Yeah. So then I will walk over to Pez and Kasumi and do the same thing while they sleep.
Thank you, Zahn.
Thank
You're
you, Father.
welcome. You're welcome.
Is there anything else you all would like to do during this last little bit?
Yes.
I will. Go ahead.
Actually, no. I've done a lot of stuff. Mariko, you had something you wanted to do. You go ahead 1st.
So Mariko is going to sit crisscross applesauce and try to meditate like Kasumi said. And
Okay.
try to like maybe recall something or just leave her mind open for like some kind of memory or message. She's not entirely sure what she's doing, but she's trying to calm her mind to be able to either remember or hear something.
What are you hoping to recall specifically? Just anything from your past? Are you specifically looking at your family? Are you specifically
Anything
looking at where you
regarding
came
her
from?
Anything regarding her parents or why they may have left. Like
Okay.
Alari Dorai.
Let me see something real quick here. While I'm looking this up, is there anything anyone else wants to do? Just kind of like talk amongst yourselves, or is it all kind of needing?
Zahn, did you have something?
I just wanted to make a perception check if I could see if I noticed bones or if I could notice what Kasumi had done earlier.
Yeah, make a perception check.
18 plus 9. 27.
Damn. Okay, sorry. Just wanted to check some of your stuff there to make sure I wasn't missing anything important. Make a history check for me.
Okay.
And I heard you're 27. I'll get to you.
Keep on. I'm not rush.
It's a long rest, right?
Yes.
Cool.
18?
18. Okay. Give me a quick second to pull that up, and I will wax poetic as I wait for documents to load. Zahn, you, in the wee little twilight hours with your shitty dark vision and lack thereof, you kind of go and look at the altar where some of the embers are still smoldering, and you do see that there was something in the offering tray, but that was done during first watch and it had time to burn. It's difficult to tell what was in there. There's definitely some ash and charcoal and stuff, but nothing that would really stand out to you.
Is Kasumi doing anything here?
She is taking her time waking up in the morning because she is tired of dealing with everyone's nonsense.
Being pissy.
She is stretching and kind of walking out amongst people, testing the waters, and she's like, how is everyone doing this morning?
Did you do anything last night?
Did I do anything last night?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Are you still an angry bunny?
When is he not?
Are you less of an
wasn't 5
angry
seconds
bunny?
ago. Zod is not
Um,
angry, but he is gonna walk outside.
Wait.
Not in a huff, but But
Mortar is Brick is going to summon Mortar into existence. Mortar is going to keep, I'm gonna say, a 60-foot diameter around us at all times for the rest of the day. Mortar is going to be on the lookout for that thing from yesterday that the 4 of us saw. Pez and I believe I said this when we were all very angry, but Pez and I talked and we both saw tentacles of some sort fly into the air.
Hmm.
So we are, well, I am erring on the side of caution that another one of the grime have caught up to us. And we should keep our wits about us, as it's, since we saw it in both the water area and in this area, I have a feeling it's following us.
good. I need somebody to take frustration out on.
Well,
I
it is
mean-
here for you, so.
Oh, well, it could be for someone else, but it probably is just for him. But how do we know that if we go to attack and kill it, it won't do more of its weird, creepy, angry stuff and make us all attack each other?
If I know it's coming, my shield has the ability to, should have the ability to block effects like that, so I should be able to face it. As for everyone else, pray.
Oh, Brick. By the way, I did get confirmation. Those crystals should be everything that you need.
Good. Let's hoof
So-
it back home. Well, let's hoof it back to the mainland, because I'm pretty sure that Quetzalcoatl's already calling in his favor.
Tlazoquatl.
Sorry, Quetzalcoatl. I'm used to the actual
Yeah.
fake deity.
Sorry, as you were all discussing this, Mariko has been quietly sitting in a meditative stance. And to all of you, she hasn't been chiming in, she's been sitting there, and then she just suddenly gasps awake as if waking from a nightmare. Mariko, as you had been meditating, letting the voices of your newfound friends and companions drift past your ears, you haven't ever really tried to meditate and focus before, but you seem to be going into a trance very, very easily. Again, with your memory having faded quite a bit, you see silhouettes that you would assume would be your mother and father. The voices themselves are mumbled, but there's definitely higher pitch and some bass, and it's pretty easy to discern, judging by the height of them compared to you, that this is kind of a memory. There's frustration, restlessness, irritation that you're not remembering from yourself, but remembering from your parents. The next bit of your meditation brings back memories of elation, excitement, something new, just that feeling of going somewhere. And then you get 3 rapid succession glimpses of the edge of a forest and a almost ghostly figure of another elf. White hair, bright, blinding white eyes from afar. The vision snaps in closer and closer again until all that you see in your own vision is the 2 eyes that seem to be looking directly at you mere inches from your face. And that is the moment that you wake from your trance, gasping and just grabbing the ground to center yourself into where you are right now.
I don't want to do that again.
It was quite dramatic.
What happened?
What happened?
Question for the DM.
Hmm.
As bad as Brick is with emotions and recognizing them both in himself and other people, does Brick seen inkling of something he has experienced in her face.
You were not paying attention. The last thing that you saw, or you were talking with your companions, talking about where you're going to be moving, and the next thing you know that she is awake going, I don't want to do that again. You're not exactly sure what she was doing because it just happened.
Gotcha.
But maybe in a minute, if she explains things, maybe you'll get something out of it.
Just check it. You good? What happened?
I don't want to do that again.
What?
What'd you do?
I tried meditating like Asumi said to see if I remembered anything, and I got jump scared by either a memory or a vision. I don't know. I don't want to do that again.
What did you see?
Yeah, what was it? What'd you see?
I saw fuzzy silhouettes and mumbled voices of what I'm guessing was my parents while we were still in the homeland. And then there was elation, and then I saw a forest and an elven lady, white hair, white eyes, and she just rapidly got faster to my face. I don't want to do that again.
So you
Is that
saw our
what-
next target.
No.
I think that might be. Damn, but I don't remember if that's what the elf god looks like.
Make a religion check.
Sure.
Brick.
That's not terrible. What? Oh, 24.
From the very basic explanation that Moriko gave, and judging by telling you what she was doing at that time, there's a decent chance it might have been the elven deity. Without delving further into it and getting a better explanation, it could have been another memory of her past, or it could have been the deity. It's kind of hard to tell with just white hair, white eyes.
So, not our next target.
Probably not. Brick's gonna go over and are you still like sitting on the ground?
She is like slowly just like flattening herself on the ground, just earth.
He's gonna like kneel down next to like close to where your head is and just kind of like pat you on the shoulder. Welcome to the I Have Visions Club. We meet bi-weekly and it always sucks.
You didn't seem happy. Looks is on. I am not. If that was the elven deity, I'm not praying to her because she looked mad.
I mean,
At least you have somebody to pray to.
Moriko, make an insight check for me.
I'm good at that.
Don't forget to add 2.
18.
18. As you start to say that she was mad, you think about it, and it was a combination of emotions of, holy crap, this is working, holy crap, I'm remembering things, who the fuck is that, they're really, really close, oh my god! But you kind of think about it for a second. The face didn't seem mad. It just seemed to see you, if that makes sense.
terrifying.
There was
Okay,
no
maybe-
hostility there, like outward anger or anything that you sensed.
Okay, maybe she wasn't mad, but she got really close to my face and I didn't like it.
I'm just thinking. I hope this is what you were going for because I'm just thinking of the Galadriel. I see.
Yeah.
How did it feel when the vision got closer?
Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
Was it just like a shock kind of thing? Like, I can't believe this is happening? Or
It triggered flight or fright. Flight or fight.
It triggered
Okay.
flight in the flight or flight with flight. Run.
Yeah.
Run away! Run away!
this, and Kasumi walks over and puts a hand on Marika's shoulder. This might not have been a nightmare. This could have been a revelation.
I don't know, but I'm hesitant to try it again.
Well, if you would prefer for someone to be next to you next time, if you are willing, because to me it sounds like you possibly uncovered some actual memories that you previously forgot.
I don't want to be alone again, please.
I will sit next to you next time if you do want to try to still remember more of your past.
Okay, thank you.
So, from experience, if that was your elven goddess, they vary widely in personality. Just because it's not talking to you in words does not mean they're not trying to communicate. And granted, that could be a good or a bad thing, but so far it doesn't seem to be stopping you from doing what you're doing.
I'm ready to go.
I was gonna say, going from the motherfucker that has regular nightmares with deities, his word is law.
I mean,
Zahn has already left the cave
Right.
in a huff.
Pez, you were saying?
nothing. I was just gonna add, like, to the deity dream club. That's how I got the burger.
He is the best, Bjerger. Just like reach up, pat, 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 pat.
Or are you still laying down?
Yes.
Oh, as you pat, you feel this, you hear the little kind of like, and then just feathers like right on your head. Like he splooted on your head.
The chicken, it has chosen me.
Basically, he's sitting there just all proud, like.
All right, we got to get moving. We need to get back to the mainland as quick as possible.
Yep.
Okay. So you all head out, and so long as you don't dilly-dally, it will take you about 2 days to get back. You could go faster, but you may suffer a point or two of exhaustion if you want to risk it for the biscuit and like actually run. Or if you were to actually run, you could probably make it in a day and a half, maybe a little bit less. But if you wanted to keep a normal pace, you're looking at about 2 days worth of travel.
2 days good.
How are you feeling, Brick?
Yeah, how's your ticker?
I am still living. May have got a little sign from our local deity. I think something is happening on the mainland, because Kasumi, you said that there was no reply from Gemini, right?
No, we didn't get any response. But the dragon returned to the book.
Yeah, I think something's wrong. So we need to return to the mainland as soon as we can, but we don't need to be in a bad shape when we do it.
Should we send a message to your creators to see if they've heard of Djinni?
Not a bad idea.
Okay.
I don't have sending.
You mean the book?
Book, or I look over at the bunny.
You notice that Zahn's not paying attention to anything that you're saying. He's in his own mind.
She'll
Look, it
just
is.
hand over the book, and as long as you can write and walk at the same time.
Just don't let me fall off a cliff, please.
Okay.
Brick's gonna write. He's gonna write to. Oh, which one?
I wouldn't write to the turtle because it'll take a long time for him to write.
I'm gonna write to Thunderbender. Checking in. Sent a message to Gemini. No reply. Received strange signs from the gods. Is everything okay on the mainland? Please reply as quick as possible. Have the gems on our way back.
Okay. You tear the page, recite the incantation. The painted dragon peels itself away from the cover of the book, wraps itself around the message. A little, it vanishes. The message supposedly has been sent.
Godspeed, dude.
Right.
With that, while we're walking, Brick, seeing what's going on with Zahn, is just gonna catch up and just hand
Behind you.
on.
In the
You're
very
behind
back.
me?
I'm
Oh,
at the
okay.
very
Then I'm
back.
gonna drop back and hand shoulder. Nothing said, just
Slowly pushing him down to the ground.
You're too tall. Sink.
go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Is there something that I can help you with, Brick?
Just let you know we're here.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about it?
9.
Okay.
Okay. If there is nothing else you all would like to do during the next 2 days of travel, we can skip ahead a bit. Is there anything you would like to do over these next 2 days?
Other than just keep in contact with Mortar to make sure the perimeter is safe, and wait for the reply.
Keep my eyes out for Monkey Man.
I'm not looking at anything ever.
That's what Mortar's there for.
Okay.
If he gets pissed off, we know something's wrong.
The 2 days back seem to go at a bit of a blur. It's relatively familiar territory. You passed it by very, very recently. Nothing has really changed since you passed through. By the end of the first day, Brick, or did you hold on to the book, or did you give it back to Kasumi to hold on to?
I probably would have given it back to Kasumi.
Kasumi, when you go to check the book, the painted dragon has returned, but there is no message.
Okay. She relays that information to Brick. Nothing.
Well,
All right.
that's cool.
That's not a good sign.
Isn't
This is the start of the second day of travel.
This is the end of the first day of travel. As you're camping down, you're all kind of bedding in and getting ready for the evening. Kasumi's just kind of going through her stuff, and she just happens to see the painted dragon is back, but there's no leaflet there, as has been the case in the past.
It's been more than 10 days. Mariko, you coming with us?
Yeah.
All right. Brick takes off the ring.
I was about to ask about that.
Everyone brace yourselves. Everybody ready?
Okay.
Grabs onto
Alright.
Kasumi.
Here we go.
Brick flicks the ring into the air, calls out, what's the name of the Forge City?
What is the name of the Forge City, Brick?
Give me 1 second, give me 1 second, give me
You
1
gotta
second.
know you're using the ring.
Dry bell.
Where is it?
Going back to the beginning.
No, God, no, please. I'm not ready for that.
Hey, zoom in, damn you! Zoom in!
Enhance.
Enhance!
Enhance.
Enhance!
Chichimek.
Chichimek. All right.
And yeah.
Okay. So, Brick takes off the ring, says Chichimek, throws it. Mariko, you've not seen this yet before, but the ring comes off and seems to grow in the air and expand and creates a portal. It is a flurry of arcane magic. Why can I not find what I'm looking for?
I'm gonna still listen and I'll be right back.
Okay. So Brick tosses the ring into the air. Arcane swirls through the center of it, and he leads the charge, jumping right on through. And assuming the rest of you follow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mariko's holding onto Kasumi's arm the whole time.
All right. As you jump through the ring, and you land in a much more humid environment than you've ever really experienced before, Mariko, where you're used to crisper sea air. The air is heavier here. And all of you, as you set foot on the loamy grass, something is definitely wrong. You look around, and the outer entrance to Chichimek is almost entirely in ruins. There's smoldering embers, and what looks like long dead fires have been put out. You look over to where the wagon had been parked. Two of the wheels are broken, and it is leaning forward. Oh shit! What's your
Cassie?
Cassie is nowhere to be found.
I
As soon as
have guns out.
You pull your guns out at the same time that you hear swords being drawn from the bushes nearby, and you look to see the sunblades
Guard
that have been sent to guard Chichimek. A lot of them appear to be bruised, bandaged, bloodied. And the one in front you are very familiar with, the one that you have seen a few times now, getting to Chichimek. It is good to see you, but I have very bad news. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Oh, you cocksucking
Motherfucker.
I hate.
So, thank you all so much for joining us. We are getting to this much quicker than I was expecting, so we are going to have a very interesting next session, with Mariko being in a place that she's never been before.
He's going to be attached to Kasumi's hip.
So
You gotta wait 2 fucking weeks for this.
yes, we do. We're going to have a wee little bit of a palate cleanser, maybe, with some Storm King's Chaos next Friday. Questions, comments, concerns, other little announcements or tidbits that we have?
Gonna be 2 weeks from now.
I'm honestly tempted to yield my time so we can play next week, because
Well, if you're curious to see if he can convince me to do such a thing, join the Discord. The links are down below. They're in the chat if you're watching us live right now. We do more than just play D&D. We do a bunch of other games, and we sit around, talk shit, just have fun together. If you would like to be part of the community, it's a great place to be. We welcome everyone. So yeah, until the next time we go live, thank you all so much for joining. Maybe doing some Pez plays this week. I'm not entirely sure what everyone's schedule is looking like. At the very least, there will be D&D Friday. If it's me or if it's Zeke, we'll fucking find out.
No, I'm not gonna do that to you and Metal. You guys get to play.
Well, be good. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. We'll see you the next time we go live. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.